Maddie walked by and tickled his head. Looked like I was saying.
So Circos basically said that the book was clearly elsewhere. Said he did his part, no more, no less, and asked if she wasn't careful enough with the book. In the red room at the Friendly Flounder, the afternoon turned to night as the bar gets slightly more populated. Outside the door you hear the sound of voices conversing. The dense painted window in the door conceals the identities of you and the people out in the bar. The air in the red room is as tense as Octavia, Circos, and Tarkin all look at each other. Octavia said, "I can't right now," and she stormed out of the room, slamming the door behind her. And she went to go sit on the couch outside of the room and hugged her bag and her knees to her chest and quietly sobbed. But as she walked out, on the beer-stained love seat just outside, she sees that the tap room is now packed with people. They're all buzzing with conversation. As he looks around, she notices what the fuss is all about. She sees 3 City Watch soldiers and a Flaming Fist soldier conversing on with Heckburn, the innkeep. She hears of one of the City Watch soldiers say to Heckburn, "Have you seen a young woman around 5.5 feet tall, brown hair with purple streaks, sometimes slathered with mud? Do not forget the wizard Circos. We are supposed to interrogate him for the bold lances." The Flaming Fist soldier chimes in as he leans over to the bar. That was a perception roll too, by Octavia, so she got more information than she would have. A man with dark hair and tan skin. He is dressed in a way that you would not forget, much like your little establishment you have here. A city guard adds that the wizard we seek dresses like a peacock, strutting himself around with wealth on display. Ornate jewelry and crimson and golden cloak billowing every which way. Octavia tries to sink back into the love seat, making herself as small as possible. She risks taking a look toward the guards to see if they have any more descriptions, like pictures or stuff, and then turns herself away slightly, trying to get an ear pointed in a better direction instead of going inside. Reports in the area have confirmed that they're in Waterdeep within the trade ward.
It would have looked more suspicious for me to immediately stand up and walk away. This was the smart tactical decision, and I stand by it.
So they press Heckburn a little bit more, and Heckburn rolls his eyes and yells to the bard to get music going because it's prime time, and Lycoris is actually the bard of the night and starts playing the music, which is what's playing right now. So the soldiers are all like kind of forgetting for a second while watching the bard, and they start looking over to Octavia, who decides to go onto the dance floor and at them as one of them shouts, "I think we got," speaks, "I think we got one of them lads," and they all walk up, and Octavia yells, "Circos, get out of the back room, I need some help." Travis looks around after hearing Sarah be not so subtle. Can't find any windows in the nice dark room.
I can't remember if there was a window in here or not.
And realizes the only way through.
Yeah, I checked specifically to see what was there. We got nothing.
The only way through is through the tavern.
Well, we seem to have quite the situation on our hands, and I look over at Circos.
Sorry.
Get in character, you got this.
But I haven't heard it yet. So
I didn't warm up.
Very nice.
What did you say to me again?
We seem to have quite the situation on our hands.
Yes, I believe we do. We will have to figure a way out of this jam.
Do the guards know your face?
I'm sure they do. We've had run-ins in the past. It depends on exactly who it may be outside of this door. But...
Circos! Circos Drosha! Get your bejeweled ass out here!
I'm gonna turn my head towards Sana. Do the guards know your face?
They haven't said anything yet, and she continues doing what she's been doing. And oh my god, did I just close myself out? Oh, there I am. Sweet. Sorry. Learning
Well,
technology.
I'm gonna turn back to the rest of the group. Sana, I have an idea. We can create a diversion. They shouldn't know my face at all. I just got here. They may not even know that I'm traveling with you guys. If we go out there, we can cause a ruckus that maybe will give them a chance to escape.
She says yes the second you said ruckus. Like, I'm ready to go.
Okay. I'm gonna walk out that door, count to 5, come out, and punch me in the face.
Will do.
And Tarkin's gonna head out of the room.
From?
It's unlocked. So as you come out of the room, you notice that just one of the soldiers who's keeping watch, this one over here, is basically focusing on that room because they think Circos is in there because they saw Octavia come out.
Yeah, I
She's
wonder
yelling.
why.
Not yet, Meg. Go back.
Oh.
So he sees you come out. What do you look like?
What do I look like? So I walk out of the room. I'm just like about 6 feet tall, just black hair, dark eyes, slightly pale skin, wearing some attire that looks like I came from a ship in leather armor, and I have a wrap on my arm. Meg, where are you going?
Meg, where are you going?
I can't. I really needed that session to learn how to use Foundry.
I can tell you right now that you don't need to be over there. I'm gonna drag you this way.
You know what? You take over.
Yeah, you're still in there. Your 5 seconds hasn't come up yet. Yeah, okay. So I walk out and you see that attire and arm wrap on my hand. As I walk out, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion with my hand, and I'm gonna make an auditory sound, like a whisper. Oh god, it's a fart bar. Just a hushed tone, like right here, trying to get Octavia's attention. I'm gonna make a hushed tone and I'm gonna say, "Follow Circos out."
Octavia, can you make a perception check?
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry.
So you cast that, and you notice that she does not look that way.
God damn it. Okay, that's fine.
I'm loving this music.
She's right next to the bard too.
All right, I'm gonna continue to walk up this way towards here. Does the guard do anything as I approach?
So after you came out, you didn't. When you cast that, you didn't do anything with your hands or anything. You just. Is it vocal?
It's vocal and somatic. So the vocal portion is basically saying it, but I moved my hand down by my side.
Can you do a sleight of hand check just to see if you notice?
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't notice that, but he does. You are coming out of the room that he's very curious about, so he's gonna walk up to you. Is Circos the Drosha in that house, in that room?
Circos.
We all have to warm up.
Circos.
I have my wife. I have 18 things going on.
No, I don't know any Circos.
Well,
about 5 seconds has passed now too.
Okay,
Yeah.
please move me, because I have no idea where you went.
More than 5 seconds probably, but
I'm sorry, I'm the most useless person in this game.
We'll get you there.
You needed to use that tutorial basically, because then you would have known at least the movement stuff.
I assume she
sorry,
shut
I'm
the
also
door
useless
behind
in
her.
real life and locked myself out of my car.
So Circos ushers everybody, Olamir and the brewer, up to the front of the room.
We need to get out of here, so we need to follow their diversion. Come, brewer. Let's get ready to leave.
oh, the goggles, yes.
What was the diversion you were doing with?
Sano was supposed
Meg?
to come out and punch me in the face.
No, I'm so ready. Let's do that.
As I hear her come behind me, I'm going to turn around too.
Okay. Roll a 1d4, Meg. It's the triangle in the bottom right.
Okay. Triangle in the bottom right. And then, here we go. Combat tracker. please, God, please open. I kill myself. Okay. There we go. Okay.
You just click it once and then hit roll in the bottom right, and it'll roll it for you.
I don't have an active encounter though, so do I need to click
It's
something
not
else?
an encounter. It's underneath like the chat log.
Yeah, it's a little triangle.
Gotcha.
That's a 1d4, the little triangle. If you click that once and hit roll, it'll roll it for you.
What dumbass. Okay, here we go.
Okay. So you come over and you, are you faking it, or are you just punching him full bore?
No, I'm going for it.
Yeah, full bore.
Alright,
Let's get
so
it.
you, no rolls, you punch him, you take
Alright.
2 damage, Trav. Can you make an dexterity saving throw to see if you fall on the ground from her
Well,
punch?
should I make that before I try to do whatever I was going to do as I got hit?
Oh, I didn't. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I didn't know you were trying to do something.
Yeah,
I want to make it clear that he didn't even try to pretend that they were fighting. She just went up and went for it.
Yeah. Oh, how'd you describe how you punched me?
Right hand to the cheek.
Okay, so as you hit me in the cheek, I'm gonna spin around backwards, back towards this guard, and I want to try to grab onto his shoulder to like break my fall, but I'm gonna let all my weight try to go towards the ground.
Acrobatics. I was gonna make you also do a performance to
Oh
see if
my
he
God.
realizes after, but he does with a crit acrobatics. You land and you knock him to the ground. He's prone. You're on top of him, and the flaming fist mercenary back here is like, "What's going on back there?" And he starts walking that way. And he's like, "Get off of him! Get off of him!" As he like tries to pull you up. As you guys are all on top of each other right now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, God.
So, hearing that, Circos is gonna usher Olimir in front of him and to lead the way out of the room.
This isn't how I thought this night was going to end.
Octavia, you're stay down here.
Okay.
Stop flying up there.
I'm dancing. I like.
I know
these-
you're dancing. You're dancing in this
Oh.
little circle here. It's more
Is it
crowded than
true?
like the tokens are showing. Tom, it's your turn. Go ahead.
So Circos is gonna usher Olimir in front of him to lead the way. Like,
Okay.
he's gonna follow behind Olimir.
Yep.
Go towards the exit.
Yep. He walks. Brewer, you're welcome to move like with them. Since you guys are kind of like teaming up there.
Yeah.
Octavia, how are you spinning?
Magic. If you were at the training session, you would have known. And actually, you were spinning yourself earlier, and you didn't know it, apparently.
But you can just follow him.
And so while he's following him, he's going to cast subtle spell version of catapult on this chair right here.
Yep.
And throw it against this wall over here. I think that's within range. So
Yeah, I'll allow it no matter what.
Catapult.
Hmm.
And it
Oh,
just
cool, that's...
bangs up against the wall. Causes a ruckus.
Yeah, so
Chair.
you walk by it and you kind of just like flick your like wrist or something. And basically the chair gets up and flings across, slamming this door, kind of breaking this open, and just everyone screams, the music stops.
What
And-
position am I in this weird body pile?
You're standing up behind the body pile.
I'm heading over here.
But you're gonna see the guards going, "What was that? He must have ran that way," and they're gonna basically all head this way. And you guys
Cool.
see an opening.
And
Right, so I run back until I see the guards start coming towards us, and
Yeah,
when
so
we
there's
see
there's a clear opening to the doors right now.
so I wasn't there for the end of the session I played. Is she close to any of these people, or should I just book it?
If anything, I made you close to Octavia, so you would probably want to stick with her right now.
Okay. Then I'm gonna Do I have to roll for anything to grab Octavia's arm and like
Nope.
book it?
You can go ahead and grab her arm. What are you doing?
She was booking it for a window.
Okay.
The window's
You make a
open and
perception
pop
check.
Me?
Yeah. You see soldiers right outside the window.
Oh, okay.
Great.
She immediately
Job
turns
well
around.
Job well done. Let's get out of here.
Travis. So basically, they lift you up, and he's like asking the Fleming Fist mercenaries, like, "Are you okay, sir?"
Oh, yes, I'm fine. And I'm gonna reach down if that soldier's still on the ground. I'm gonna reach for his hand and try to help him up.
Okay. Yeah. You help him up. He
So-
goes, "We need to get her." And as he stands up, he's looking for Sana, while the Flaming Fist mercenary is like, "I think they ran that way. You can go after her." And she runs this. Sana, you do not want to be near him.
Oh, I'm grabbing a drink and then I'm leaving.
Oh, you don't want to grab a drink.
Oh, fine. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna be blunt. You should all be together, and you should be moving towards the door.
Yes.
As this guard is about to leave to chase Sana, can I just like, I'm not gonna touch him actually. Hey, that's not necessary. I had that coming.
It's
You're
against the
all
law,
you're all
sir. I'm
moving down
going.
this
I'm
way,
going
so-
to have to. I'm going to have to apprehend her, and he like starts making a break for it. You want to use your reaction or anything?
Nah.
Okay, so he's running
I'm gonna just
for them.
start briskly walking after them.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Regards that way.
Oh shit, you're right.
All right.
Now I'm just kind of.
I'm done with you guys being tokens. Okay.
That's fair.
All right. So,
Ooh.
who went first? Alamir, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I think
Out
Elamir's
the
in the
door?
front.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
say.
Okay, so Alamir swings open the heavy oak door to the friendly flounder with a loud creak from its hinges, and you take your leave from the tavern. It's quite late now, but the darkness, you can still make out the vague silhouettes of many cloaked persons awkwardly shuffling down the sidewalk, returning to their homes after an evening of drinking. It's a cloudless night, and there's a slight breeze that sends a shiver down your spine. It's a bit colder than it was in the flounder, since the people were running all over the place, dancing. Yet the comforting smell of chimney fires burning and the lingering scent of venison apple stew within the tavern fill the air. Now, as you guys walk out, though, it's you guys and it's Summa, and a guard runs out and looks at Summa and goes, "You're under arrest, ma'am." What are you guys doing?
I'm probably still I didn't run after him, so I'm probably still a little bit away. But I'm
Yeah, I would
making my
imagine
way
that
towards them.
When I'm gonna say that when he basically is like pulling out his spear to like walk towards Sana to arrest him, you walk out of the door behind him.
Okay.
And when he does that, he's gonna see Thurkos and Octavia. "Oh my god, you're right here!" And he's gonna yell down to the behind him, where you're going to see, you're going to see about 3 or 4 guards down at Back Wagon Alley, which is like right kind of across the street, walking up from the south, and he's gonna like usher them at you guys.
Does anyone else only see the map?
Yeah, we're
That's
yeah.
what you're supposed to see. Theater of the mind.
Use your brains, because you didn't use tokens well.
Go on.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Sana is going to deny everything.
So you're making your case as he starts looking above you, and he's looking directly at Octavia and Cercos, and says, "You're coming with us." As the 4 soldiers are coming up closer now,
I'm gonna
About
walk.
how far away are the soldiers again?
like 30 feet, or like at this point, because they've been walking. are the 4 soldiers. That 1 soldier's directly in front of you. It's just
Yeah.
him.
So right after he calls out, I would want to try and cast Charm Person on him.
And before he does that, would I be able to cast Mind Sliver on him?
No, because he just said something and you said before he does that.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so I'll
how
cast
many-
Charm...
Wait, I'm sorry. How many guards were right in front of us?
Just 1 right now, 4 coming up.
1's in front of us, 4 are coming, and Circos is going to try to charm him. No one else is doing anything.
Okay, I'll let him try to charm
Go ahead.
before I choose violence.
Apparently I have no spell slots left?
You should, just
yeah.
long rest.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
And I choose violence.
You don't choose violence.
I'm just gonna burn the first one I used from Catapult.
You're gonna be pissed with this whole session. It's very little combat.
And
You'll find yourself very quickly alone if you choose violence.
alright,
Yeah.
casting Charm Person on him. So DC 10.
10.
So he I'll do that subtly again.
Yep. So
Made it.
if you want to RP how you do it, but
wrong,
his
wrong save.
it's fine. I'm just gonna count
Okay.
it. I don't care enough.
Just add the modifier, it still probably doesn't make it.
Yeah.
So, so he's charmed. So I will. So he looks at him after the charm goes through. My friend, you should let your friends know that we are not the people they are looking for. You are mistaken.
Okay. So he looks at you and he goes, I'll let them know. And he like slowly walks over to them as they like watch up and catch up. So you kind of have like a chance to break off right now.
Yeah. So as he like as the guard turned around and acknowledged that, he would have just started walking the other way briskly.
Yep.
Kind of like ushering the group to go with him.
Yeah, so you see him basically start talking to him, and they're like pointing like this, and like 3 of them keep walking, and the other one is like checking on the other guy, so they're running after you still. And basically right now you are Book Street. Okay, so right now you are here, and you're running up north because they were to the south. So I have a little pen. So you started here. Oh, I gotta make the bit red. And 3. So you started here, and you're running this way right now. But when you get up to this street, which is another part of Black Wagon Alley, you see more guards, about 3 of them, come to your right, and at that moment, Olimir notices that like they're coming at pretty high speed. They're gonna cut you off. So before you have any time to create a game plan, Olimir runs straight into the guards and tackles one of them, and yells over his shoulder back at the party, "Run north! I'll find you!" So
Keep running.
So
And-
he's right there,
And son
basically.
it does.
So you keep running forward.
I assume Tarkin's caught up with the group by now, too.
Yeah, you caught up when they were like talking with that guard.
Yep.
Alright, so as your party hustles north along the road, putting some distance between yourselves and the guards, you pass many trade shops and empty market stalls that have long since closed for the evening. The sounds of cobblestone bricks under your feet echoing against the buildings with each hurried step. A little ways away, low to the ground, a shadow moves in the distance. So you're about, like, right here now.
We have to roll like perception to if we see
Perfect.
that shadow.
Roll a perception check. There you go.
Learning. Okay.
I'm so proud of you, Meg.
How do I do that?
Hit C for your character.
Yeah. Okay. Perception check. That would be. Oh God. Computer work. There we go. Okay. Perception.
Crit.
No, we're going for the first one because I hit it by accident. I double.
No, yeah. I'll always go for the first one. Okay, so, as you notice that it is as you get closer, cautiously slowing your pace, Sana, you notice that it's a lone stray dog. He hears you approaching and stops his movements to sniff the air. He then looks your way and comes over to you and your companions. As he saunters on over, you see that his fur is dark, black, and bristly, and also an absolute filthy mess. He sits at your feet, Sana, appearing to be begging.
Let me. Do I have any food in my inventory? Let me check.
You should have rations, I believe.
Okay.
Is he within range of me?
Using that. Nat
Sana
20,
walked ahead for it, but you could walk up to it after she interacts.
Yeah, using that nat 20, can I tell if I'm in any danger other than
Yeah, you get a general
dog
scape of the area, and you can tell that, behind you, you can kind of hear the guards, wrestling, but Olamir's kind of, holding them back right now.
Right.
So, currently, there's no present danger.
Alright.
So you know
Then
you can't
probably,
stay for too long.
I'll probably have to get rid of a couple of my rations then, because I think Sana, seeing that this dog isn't an active threat, is just gonna throw some food at it and, keep going.
Yeah, so, take away one ration and you can get, I'll put it in for you, but you get inspiration.
Aw, thank you.
Feeding the
Adorable.
puppy. Pet the dog, always.
Anyone else?
Yes, I am going to put my head against the dog's head and just scritch behind the ears.
No inspiration.
That's fine. I don't want it. I just want to pet a dog.
Yeah, so you pet the dog, and anyone else?
Before he does that, can I mind sliver the dog?
No.
It would have given him a minus on the saving throw. I was trying to help. I will also try and use prestidigitation to clean the dog a bit, so he's not so mangy.
Okay, yeah. So when you do that, the mangles on his fur, he's not fully clean, but the mangled parts of his fur that are all stuck together, like Hannah's dog after she goes on a trip, all spread out and clear up, and it wags its tail, and looks excited. And it's very happy and it's full.
Wait.
So,
Once
yeah.
that's done, do I have to roll to whistle to see if the dog will come with us?
Animal handling.
I don't think I have that. Let's see.
You always have that. It just means if you're good at it or not.
Animal handling. Oh, let's give it a shot.
Thought she was gonna roll another 20.
What is it?
18.
An 18? The dog will follow you for now. The dog's
We have
following
a
you
dog.
for now. Okay, so you continue
Who
north.
rescued who?
The outline of the enormous structure comes into view more clearly. Oh, I didn't say this before because you guys made a mess of everything. But okay, so you continue north and you start to see an outline in the city, the city skyline. And as you guys walk forward, it comes more clearly into view. So you're basically here now, as you see a heavily armored soldier standing at ease, towering over the buildings around it, the buildings hardly coming up to its hip. So you see that right there in that corner. You guys doing anything?
Like a giant statue,
Yep.
basically.
I'm following up the rear, and I'm gonna keep glancing back as I'm following behind, looking for any trails. Oh
Okay.
shit,
Oh,
yeah,
right
look at
now?
that boy.
Damn.
Oh,
Sick.
that's cool.
I hope that's not
No.
a guard tower. We should get off these bigger roads.
I think I'm going to appreciate this giant statue for about a second and then just try and keep booking it. Now that I have my job and I know that everyone is behind me. I think I'm in front, but you know what I mean. We're all collected.
Anyone doing anything? So you're basically now in this like square. Like there's 1-2 directions.
Wait. Can I do a check to see if there are any sort of alleys or like maybe some places that we could stay and hide?
So you're just looking like around the area.
Because you said it's a square, right? So it's probably pretty busy. We could probably get lost in the crowd. Okay, what sort of roll should I do? Perception?
Yep.
I cannot find my own asshole.
You look across the area, and then you remember that there's a dog with you, and you kneel down and start petting it.
I'm gonna pick up my pace a little bit so that I get up close to the brewer.
Yep.
Potion Man, do you know if there's any safe havens in this area that we can go to?
You beat me to it.
While they're talking, Octavia's starting to walk down this way.
We need to get off the streets.
Love to split the party. Josh, make just make a perception roll, Josh, and I'll add your brief knowledge of the top of Waterdeep. What is it?
12.
Okay. So you don't know any areas up here because you don't spend too much time other than like any like sales or anything you're gonna do that way up here, but you do see a considerable platoon of soldiers approaching from the north as the guards from earlier outside the Friendly Flounder are now starting to catch up with you from the south. With Ulamir is not there, so bad news for him. You and you all look around and you notice that like you really have limited options other than across from the Honorable Knight. You do see a sign that says Siestra Street, which right now seems to be clear of any guards.
Unrelated, I really like Snail Street, but let's see.
So Josh, you can. That's all for you to relay.
Good.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Could you repeat where we know that the guards are and wait? Guards are probably
the guards are coming from the north and the south.
Yeah.
North and the south. Okay, then fuck it. Let's go. I think. Stunna, I can't tell like from this map where she is exactly. But
you're all right here.
Let's make a hard. I'm turning a hard left. Turning a hard left, trying to get into Cut Alley and maybe get under here. If you can see where my little pointer is.
Does Circos recall where we docked the ship? Because I sure as hell don't.
Let me zoom out. Yeah. If I was me, where would I dock a ship?
The ship would be like down, like.
Oh, then we're heading in the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah, follow me. We're heading in the right direction. Okay, let's get out of here. So right here.
Yeah. So Circos is gonna follow Stunna because she clearly remembers where her ship is.
Now I do.
Yeah,
but follow me and the dog. Let's go.
As we're walking along, I'm going to take out a dagger and sort of like try and cut a bunch of my hair off. So it's just like a short, cropped haircut.
Are you cutting the purple bit?
The purple bit's already been cleaned out.
You cut it
Or
out?
are you pulling a on?
It's been prestidigitated away.
A performance check?
I thought you just put dirt on it.
Yes,
would it
and
be a
then
performance
in the
check or-
RP channel.
Oh, okay.
You do a beautiful haircut while you're running away from soldiers.
It's lightweight, layered, super cute.
So you start picking up the pace,
Just like-
going to the east. You can barely hear the guards shouting at you, all to stop, clamoring over the many thunderous footsteps against the ground. As you reach the next intersection at the end of Shista Street, you find yourselves at a crossroads. The street is much wider and busier than the streets before, so you're like right here at Snail Street, like right at the edge here. This is clearly a main stretch that leads to the docks. As you can see, many heavy carts being pulled off to the side of the road for the night. There'll be chock full of imported trade goods come morning. The group make a perception check.
Ooh, baby.
Shit.
Travis.
Yep.
Oh my god,
wait.
so many crits tonight. I love it.
Alright, Travis. You look up and down the road and notice many soldiers posted. Too many. Something isn't right with Waterdeep tonight. You hear the guard's footsteps approaching from behind you, and then you notice an unfamiliar unfamiliar woman across the way, standing underneath an awning, looking for you all, waving for your party to come over.
Where was she? Sorry, she was across here.
Octavia starts walking towards her. No question.
Since
I'm gonna walk ahead of the group. Follow me.
Since I'm expecting us to go to the ship that's there, can I, and I wasn't here for the last game, can I roll to see if I know this woman? Like, was she part of the crew or something?
You can roll a wisdom save for that.
Just while she's rolling, I want to turn to Circos.
Yep.
Your red is rather revealing. Do you mind if I do something real quick? It won't harm
Be
it.
my guest.
And I want to cast Minor Illusion to try to turn the red black on his cloak.
Okay, I got 17. Do I know this woman?
You don't.
Oh, I placed a template.
Okay, sweet. Then, I'm trying to run across the road as fast as possible. So I guess I'm running towards her. Anyway.
So he changes the look of my...
I basically just turned the red black on the cloak.
Just kind of looks over his new black cloak and... Very impressive, my friend. This is fantastic. I like your skills.
Blends in a little bit more. And I'll continue to walk ahead as I gesture for people to follow me towards the woman.
And as Circos is going to follow Tarkin, and as he does that, he's kind of taking off his rings and earrings and everything and stuffing them into little satchels across his like belt and stuff like that, little pockets.
Just make a performance check to see like how much like stuff you're able to get out while you're running and how like undercover you. Yeah. I mean, you get a good amount of stuff off. You have so much on, so, and you're kind of like doing it walking. But with your cloak and all that, like you feel pretty confident that you're less noticeable.
I rolled to steal from him while he's doing this.
I mean, you can try.
As he's actively
I would
going
love
into
to.
his pockets.
Yeah.
That's
I
when
mean,
you'd least
they're not
expect.
on him anymore.
Circos,
sleight of
can
hand?
you do a perception roll? And Octavia.
Fuck. Can't steal from him. Never mind. I'm not even gonna bother.
Circos and Octavia, is you guys? I think you guys were leading a little bit there. Because Sana was trying to rob you. As you totally notice her, like just you're like putting your hand in. She like tries to put her hand in at the same time.
Slaps his hand. He's like, "Go away, you dirty tiefling! Leave me alone."
So you get up, and Octavia and Circos, you notice this woman. You look her pretty cleanly, like you're able to see her in the dark. She's a woman of average stature. She's dressed in a long black buttoned coat. She has shoulder-length, shaggy chestnut-colored hair. The only facial features you can see in the darkness are her bright green eyes, as the lower half of her face is hidden away by a black cloth mask. The frayed bottom edge of her coat scuffs against the ground, swaying in the wind.
Your eyes are really pretty.
They are, but let's fucking go.
She just glares at you as she turns around and reaches out with a gloved hand to open the door behind her. Holding the door open for you all, she looks back at you and your companions and waits while waving you over again.
Tarkin enters the door.
I walk through the door and say thank you.
Urkos walks through the door and just looks at her and flashes a smile. Continues in.
Sana, you walking in?
Yeah.
Josh walking in?
He gave a yeah, I guess.
Who did?
You did. In your face and your body movement.
How about I play my character? How about that?
I'm just saying,
How about that?
you look goofy.
So I just want to say, this character is going to be slow to speak, slow to react, slow to respond for the entire campaign.
Oh
So
god,
y'all
it's gonna
should be-
drive me nuts.
Yeah, so you should get used to it now. And if you just talk over him, he's not going to say anything. Can I just stand in the doorway? I've been sort of following.
Yep.
And this brewer very rarely stands in like direct light and kind of sticks along the walls in the shadows where possible, and probably has a hood up, and trying to stay like in the dark and out of line of sight.
Okay, so you're like in the doorway right now?
Yeah, and maybe like out of the light that would shine out of it.
Alright. She's going to lean in and just like she kind of notices your demeanor a little bit, and she's probably have heard of you from her what she is. So she's just gonna like lightly push you forward a little bit and shut the door behind you. And then like walk by. So once the brewer enters, she quickly she shuts the door behind him, locks it, and you find yourself in a cramped, dusty storage room with boxes and crates stacked from floor to ceiling. Let's have Brewer and Travis, Tarkin, make perception or investigation rolls, whatever you want.
Holy shit, I have proficiency in investigation. I forgot about that because I'm dumb as... That's my third crit!
Your proficiency, too, a 1 with a freaking +5.
Yeah, because I have -1 on it.
We're gonna...
I hacked.
So we're gonna slow it down now. I'm gonna start, like, choosing people to RP unless it's free RP. Alright, so... Travis, you crit? Okay, cool. So, Travis, you notice that some of the opened crates contain ball bearings, caltrops, and plenty of rations. As you're looking around, you see that the woman has pulled down her mask and it sits loosely around her neck. She has a long, slender nose and thin lips. She's silently observing your group as she quickly unbuttons her coat, revealing a scimitar and many pouches strapped to her belt. She gives each of you a quick glance up and down, and a confused look comes across her face.
Thank you for the assist, ma'am. Why are you helping us?
I was told by my boss to bring you to our hideout. No more questions. Come with me. I walk up a flight of stairs.
The no more questions stop me.
No more questions from you, Tarkin. And as I head up the stairs, I shout back to you all, I say, the name's Jazeera, by the way.
I look to the rest of the group. Well, better than the street with the guards. And I'll start following.
In relation
I'm in.
to
Let's
Al,
go.
What was that, Octavia?
I was asking if there was any relation to Al. Al Jazeera.
She ignores you. So you're walking up. You're walking up steps right now. If you have any this is like time to like ask any questions you have or anything. As you guys slowly saunter up what seems to be quite good amount of steps, much further than you thought you were gonna go up.
Sun is fully following. What was her name? Jazeera.
Jazeera. Yep.
Yeah. None up there.
Tom, do you have any questions?
I think he's just going to study, like, when she kind of unbuttoned her cloak and everything, and she, like, revealed the scimitar and everything. He's just going to take a close look at it and see if he could tell anything from it, any identifying markings.
Investigation. Amanda, I'll let you answer it if it's... You can answer it, but be extremely vague of anything if you want. It's up to you if you want to answer that one. It's an 8.
What was the question?
He's looking to see, like, if there's any, like, identifying marks on you or, like, on the sword or anything like that. But it's an 8. So I wouldn't...
No.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say at least no clear answer.
Just part of the mill rogue.
Octavia, what are you doing as you go up the stairs?
Where did you get that mask? That could be really useful, I think, with the guards looking for me. Or even a hood.
Listen.
Do you guys have hoods?
There's only 2 things you need to know from me. 1, I'm bringing you all to my hideout. And 2, you're getting on my nerves.
Should I put a bag on my head so I don't see where we're going?
Sarah,
If it will
shush.
muffle your voice, yes, please.
Okay. Sana, who is
Meg,
carrying the dog.
Meg, your turn's next. Let's just finish this RP, and then I'll go right to you.
Okay.
I'm going down the list. It's just easier that way because it gets crossing wires. If you're gonna respond to Sana, so Trav, go ahead. If you're gonna respond to the interaction.
Oh, I just said Sarah, shush.
Okay. All right, Sana,
I'm
what are
going
you
to
doing?
respond, but I'll do it after this interaction.
No, you're good. Go ahead. It's your turn.
I was just going to, I'm going to assume Sana is wearing a few layers. Just rip one off and hand it to her to use as a mask.
You give it to Sarah for a mask.
Yeah, why not?
There you go.
Can I tell if it
Wrap it around
smells?
your head.
Can you tell if it smells?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna make it roll. It smells. She was drinking most of the last session.
Also,
That
I'm
character.
carrying a dog, so...
Thanks. And
Alright,
I just
Brewer.
kind of
He
tie
doesn't
my
even
hair.
acknowledge it. Like, the deed is done.
So this whole time, so the brewer didn't notice anything in the room in investigation because he just kind of like recoiled when she touched him. So he's like distracted and put off basically. And he took out a very small piece of this like gray cloth and wiped where she touched him. And he's like doing it very delicately and collecting like finger oils. And then on the cloth, he like takes out a little kit and is like putting chemicals on the cloth and trying to figure out like what she may have eaten or where she works or like any of that kind of stuff, and trying to like without talking to anyone, just kind of following along.
So you're trying to figure out where she like was she make it
Like, what kind
investigation check again. Yeah, investigation. The opposite of the last one. Hold on one sec. So you would see that she has like fish residue on her hands. So you yourself would know that usually if you're going to eat fish a lot, you're usually in the dock ward. So she's from this area, you'd get that just from her. There's a lot of dirt and just like particles from like streets and buildings. So you would also notice that she's outside a lot.
Is it like soil or like sediment, like sand?
Like, not full soil, but like grime on the side of a house. You know what I mean? Like,
Just
she's
chill.
out a lot, and you notice, and you can basically take those two things, like specifically that dirt part, and notice that you guys are walking upwards. And you can come up with whatever you think that means.
Upward.
Yeah, you guys are walking upstairs right now.
Okay. Okay.
Tarkin.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
I'm just continuing to follow the lady up the stairs after shushing Sarah.
I don't even want to know what you guys are walking.
I apologize.
No, Hannah put a very disturbing fish in the chat.
It makes me so uncomfortable.
I hate how funny
I'm
I do.
gonna put it on this.
Look at it, or I'll die again.
Why can't I stop watching?
Okay, I'm done.
So, you go up here, you're going up these stairs right now. This is where you entered the house. So you get to the second floor as you guys walked up the stairs. This floor is much more cozy than the storage room below. All this room consists of is a quaint fireplace and a small crackling fire inside. There's a table and chairs where you can tell that a meal had been eaten recently. You can see the bones of a fish. A deck of cards is placed at the center of the table. A monocular telescope stands looking out of a window pointed at the city streets. Josh, since you were investigating before her clothes, and I'm gonna have you do an investigation check on this room right now. I'm gonna give it to you because it's one away. So you notice that this is a scout's lookout. You see multiple plates, and cups on the table, suggesting that Hannah, stop it. That more than one was here with Jazera. The deck of cards has a symbol on the back of the deck that you don't recognize. So you can tell that there have been multiple people in this room, and that with the telescope looking outside, and there's more caltrops and stuff like that, it looks like a lookout for something.
I'm gonna tighten the wrap on my arm just a little bit, and I'm gonna walk up towards the telescope looking out the window, and I'm not gonna use the telescope, I'm gonna look above it and just look out the window and keep my eyes on the streets.
Make a perception check.
I need to remember that perception. Oh my god, what is happening tonight?
I love it. This is the best seed we've ever had.
Killing it tonight.
You can see, let me change the color here.
Wait, I think I need to...
You can see guards coming from this way, kind of looking out, and you see a pretty big platform of guards this way. And they're kind of yelling at each other, and they're looking around, and you can tell that they're it's not a normal watch, they're looking for something. There's a good amount of, it's about 8 to 10 guards down there right now.
How far is this to this alleyway? I imagine it's probably decently far.
Well, you're on the on the second floor right now.
More than 30 feet is just all I need to know, really.
Yeah, it's more than 30
Okay.
feet, yeah.
I'm good then.
Yeah. Amanda?
We need to go up a couple more floors. Follow me. As I start heading up another flight of stairs.
Good.
I'm gonna hang back. Do I see any maps, notes, anything like that looks like it could be useful to peek at?
Roll, you're looking for a specific thing? A map?
Yeah, maps or notes, what have they been tracking, kind of thing.
You see a map with a dagger in it on the wall.
And anything about what it is they might be like watching in here? Like, are they
It's just
schedules or?
it's a map of Watertown. They have like a bunch of notes on it. You can see like they're going this way, and like there's like lines of where like you can see the multiple gangs' territories are drawn, and you can see like arrows pointing up in like their territory. Like we need to push this way. You see the Six Hands one in that under the dock ward area where Josh was from. And it has like a skull and crossbones, and like we'll get it back. Like you can tell it's like a gang organized map.
Okay. I'll follow up the stairs, unless there are books that I can steal.
No books. No, they're not reading any the stores.
I had a feeling they weren't.
There's no Bibles in there.
Hoping for like, ledgers, that kind of thing.
As you follow her up to the 3rd floor, it gets much darker. The shutters of the windows are drawn shut, and it's nearly impossible to see anything. I think that was supposed to be shutters.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You can tell that this room is for relaxing and sleeping. There are many small beds laid throughout the room, and there's a small table in the corner closest to you, with another deck of cards carelessly strewn across it. Jazera walks forward to pull a cord in the middle of the room and yanks on it. A trapdoor opens in the ceiling, and a wooden ladder extends down. She quickly scrambles up the ladder and yells down,
Hurry up, we don't have all night. And I go
Alright,
climb
I'm
up
going
the
down.
ladder.
Wait, hold on. No, I'm not going down because I need to figure out how to take that dog with me. Still taking
All
the
right.
dog with me.
We're gonna go in order again. Circos.
So Jazera climbed the ladder already.
Yep.
All right. So he's just going to follow. He's
Okay.
worked with shady people before. He's not going to ask questions. He's just going to follow or lead. Actually, before he goes up the ladder, you said there were more cards scattered, same as the other cards we've been seeing, with like a logo or something on the back.
Yep.
As he's like grabbing the ladder, can he kind of like glance over and try and see if he
Perception check.
recognizes that? Perception.
Yeah. You see like what looks like to be like a chalk outline of a hand, and the card is black.
Okay. Yeah, so he just kind of glances at that, takes it in, just follows Jazera up the ladder.
Octavia, what are you doing?
I was also going to look at the cards. Does it look like they're just from playing and they're scattered, or does it look like they're kind of arranged specifically?
No, these ones are like they're kind of just like a messy stack. Like the ones below look like they were used like not that long ago, and there were like there was many chairs and stuff. This one's like this room's it's like really dark. Like it's so like you can tell like stuff is just up here. Maybe someone brought a deck of cards up here prior and just left them there.
I'm going to take one of the cards.
Okay. Roll a
Put it in
d20.
one of my books.
It's a 5 of hearts.
And you said the image on it was a chalk outline of a hand?
Yeah, on a black background.
5 fingers or 6?
Normal 5 fingers.
They smell like fish.
Fishy smell.
Normal 5 fingers.
Well, there were the 6 hands. I wasn't sure. Maybe there's special cards.
Sana, are you going down the stairs before I go to her turn? Octavia?
If I want to carry the dog with me, what sort of role would that be?
The dog is scared of the stairs and does not want to go. It like walks over and curls into a ball in the corner and sees like some like leftover like food on the ground and starts chewing on it and its tail's wagging.
Okay, I kiss the dog's head and head down the stairs.
Very beautiful moment.
Wouldn't
Is
let me
the
have a
trapdoor
dog.
stairs going down or up? Like they were in the attic and a ladder came down, but we are climbing up?
Amanda, was it up or down? I don't remember.
Up.
Oh,
Leads
yeah,
up into an
up.
attic.
That's up.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Josh is not there right now, so Trav.
Yeah, he
Did
said he
Josh
was
answer?
grabbing food. I think
Okay.
DoorDash or something.
I'm sure he's just gonna go down, but if he comes
Yeah,
back in time,
I'm just gonna follow the ladder up. Did I see Sarah grab a card?
Perception check because it's dark. You do not see.
Okay.
her grab the card.
Yeah, I just climb up the ladder.
Okay. I'll just have Josh climb up the ladder because I think you would. I think you'd be last to go and like wait for everyone, pause, and then climb up. So as the last of your party climbs up the final ring of ladders, you find yourselves now in the attic. There's a large window to the side that stretches all the way to the floor, bringing in enough moonlight for you to see that this isn't any normal attic, save for a few spider webs in the top corner of the rafters. There's very little dust in here. If anything, it looks more like a foyer than a neglected storage room. The only filthy part of the room is the carpet in front of the window. Jazera strides over and stands on the carpet, looking back at your party.
Hey, shut that hatch behind shut that hatch behind you, would ya? We can use this path to get past the guards without being noticed. Be as quiet as you can. And as I say that, I open up the window to the attic and step out onto a wooden platform.
I'll pull up the ladder and door.
So, to paint the picture of where she's stepping, she opens up a window, walks off of that carpet, and there's literally 2 ply boards going above this street here. I gotta switch back to my other red.
Fucking hell.
So, like this is the ply board to the other side of the building. And there's guards underneath you.
Underneath it.
Oh.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna need to make a stealth check before they go onto the steps. You have advantage on the stealth check because it's dark, and this is a known plank. It's not like you didn't make this plank. And then I need also an acrobatics to climb over the ladder. So we're gonna start with, you can ask questions on your turn, but we'll start with Circos. Do you want to go first? You are ahead in the...
It's not the most dexterous, so he'll probably kind of step aside and kind of usher folks in front of him.
So yeah, he steps to the side and like puts his hand out. Does anyone want to volunteer to go first? That's the best question here. Sana, you're going for it? Sana's going for it. She raised her hand first.
Yep.
Alright, so stealth check with advantage. As you get up to the window, and you look down and you see soldiers like looking around in a crowd of people. And it's... What was it? 4 floors? 3 floors up? 3 floors? 4 floors with an attic, so 4 floors up. Yeah.
Okay, stealth check with advantage and then acrobatics, right?
Yep, so hold shift when you do the stealth check. Okay. And then acrobatics.
Where's acrobatics? I have
It's up at the top.
I have to scroll up because I'm an idiot. Okay.
Okay. So you, if you want to RP how you get across, but you get across and no one sees you.
I don't need to RP. She gets there.
She just puts her hands out and makes it perfectly, thinking about her missing dog. Who's going after Sana?
If it doesn't look like there's anything to see within the attic itself, Octavia will go next.
Attic is empty other than a carpet. It's very clean. Very clean. Dirty carpet. Open window.
Don't
blank.
tell him it's
that's
clean.
so suspicious. I will
Fine
just go
carpet.
across.
Alright, make your stealth check. Okay. Thank God for advantage. Yep, so you make it across. You can RP it if you would like.
How wide is the plank?
It's 2 planks together, but it would probably be like... It's like... You have like 3 inches on each side of your feet as you're like... You have to like put your 1 foot in front of the other, basically.
Can I crawl across? Because if so, that's what I do.
Yeah, you can crawl across.
You just slowly
Alright.
crawl across.
Who's next?
Tarkin will walk across.
While I go across, how many guards are around us that I can see?
Same around of what I was saying to Trav. There's about like 8 to 10 that you can see while you're crawling. Go ahead, Trav. Alright, Trav, you can RPA you goodbye if you'd like.
I'm gonna go by the uhu. So I start crossing and I just walk arms by my side like I normally would, and as I like get towards the end, I just kind of like do like a little, my leg like kicks out just a little bit, and I just go like and I step onto the other edge, which I don't remember if it was another window.
Oh, you're on top of a roof.
Okay, yeah, so I step off onto the roof.
Who's left? Josh and...
Me and
Yeah.
Brewer.
Who wants to go out of you two?
I'll follow the fisherman.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can go next.
Alright.
Just follow the fisherman. 1 second.
Did you hear before what the rules are, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. South is good.
Urchin baby. Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah, acrobatics.
Oh shit, sorry. Let me reroll that.
Yeah, just re-roll just one, yeah. So, once again, like Trav, you make it across by the skin of your teeth, so you can RP that however you'd like, if you want to.
Yeah. So as I'm walking across, not particularly agile, but as I the little metal rod, maybe I don't know who sees this, but a little metal rod shoots out of my boot and stabilizes me, and like catches my stabilizes my foot on the board that was about to slip, and then I almost trip, but don't.
Circos would be the only one, so Circos, you can make a perception check on that. Because you're like looking outside the window behind him.
Yeah, I'm watching.
There's like a thud.
you see it on the fucking print, jeez.
You can hear it too. But, oh, and like hit the board.
Kind of watching that, not totally surprised having interacted with you before. So.
I'm fucking Inspector Gadget.
Alright, Circos, by yourself.
Oh yeah, great.
Everyone's made the rolls.
I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, he's not very dexterous, and I'm like, oh wait, fuck, yeah, no, he is. So, still, not great.
Okay, make your acrobatics roll. Alright, so... Alright, I know how to do this. So... Are you afraid of heights? No?
No.
Okay, so you're just walking across and you're pretty confident about getting by, and you're kind of like lavish with it a little bit, and one of your rings falls off and clangs onto the ground. And ching, ching, ching. And you just see soldiers go, "What's that?" And they look up and they don't see you because you get right over the part of the roof, but they see like your cloak flick in the back, but it's black. But so you hear the soldiers go, "There's someone on the roof. Look up there." and you just hear they're focused right now on the roof. They can't see you guys because where you are on the roof, but you can hear them like making remarks that there's people on the roof.
Okay, so we're on a roof. We didn't cross into like another attic or anything.
No, yeah, you're on top of the roofs on this side. Like, so basically, these houses were all like normal size, and this house was like 2 floors taller than all the other roofs. Or like, this is like 3 feet, and that one's 4. You know what I mean? So, come right across onto the roof. So when you step outside and join Jazera on the roof, she begins to walk along the makeshift walkway constructed from planks that weaves itself along the city's rooftops. She comes to an edge where the row of buildings ends and stops. She turns slightly to look back at you and your companion, sparks and leaps off the edge. Amanda, where was that on the map? I don't remember. So I can just... I think they go this way, right?
Yeah, I think it was... Oh, it was... Hold on. It was this leap right here. So they travel along and then she leaves again down this way.
Okay. So yeah. You watch as Jazera vaults over the gap between the buildings, her long black coat billowing behind as she jumps. She lands unscathed on another platform on the other side. Who's up front? Who's the first to go? Sana?
Yeah, I think it was Sana.
That's me.
Can you make a perception roll? Okay. As you approach the ledge where she jumped, you look down and you see a large platoon of city guards scattered throughout the street, investigating and looking frantically like up at the rooftop, basically at this point. And then you look back up at Jazera, who's standing looking at you with her arms crossed, looking sour.
Are you coming or not?
Is there an accessible way to get to the roof? Or
You're
is
on
she
the
just being on the roof?
You just jump down like a gap.
Looking
jump
up
down
at you.
Yeah, you're just gonna jump
Then I
down?
follow her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a athletics or acrobatics, whichever you want to make. Whichever is better for you.
Oh shit.
So you jump down and you roll and you land right next to her. And who's after her?
The second I land, I flip her. See you later.
So she jumped from the roofs down to the ground. What's the
It's
drop?
onto another pair of roofs, but there's like a gap basically, so you're jumping the gap.
Okay.
It's not like as long
I
for a
jumped
plank.
I'm gonna take a running jump.
Okay. Do advantage.
You said it can be acrobatics or athletics.
Yep, you make the jump.
Any guards around us or around this area?
There were, there's a large platoon of city guards, like, basically all over this area right now. Hannah, can you get, like, a green, like, marker for guard stuff? Like, they're, like, in this area.
Okay, so basically...
Like, they're searching the rooftops right now. Like, there's some, you don't, like, they might not be the same guards up here, but, like, it was shout, like, when they saw, Circos, they were shouting it up.
Was it me next? I don't remember.
Yep. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna run and jump the gap, and as I do, I'm gonna put the butt of my spear into the ground of the rooftop and try to, like, pole vault it.
Fuck yeah.
What was it?
You're pole vaulting it?
Yeah, I'm like getting a running jump, and I'm just gonna stick my spear in the ground, like as I do it, to try to like give me a little extra feet of a push out as I pole vault it, jump it.
Yeah, advantage. Yep, you make it. You can RP it. Anyone can RP these on your turn. Then we just
As I jump, I just like tuck my spear to the back of my arm, and then I just land in the superhero pose, just because I want to do a superhero pose. I'm good.
I had to sell the pole vaulting.
After that is Josh.
So I think I missed the setup. We got the bitches are pole vaulting. What's happening?
There's a gap basically. It's not as long as the previous gap where there was planks, because there was basically planks as you guys went through all of these houses. Like they're not all close together, so you guys are going through that. It's pretty easy to navigate through that. But you got to a point where it's like a drop, because these houses below you are lower down than the ones that you were on. So you're jumping a gap, and it's like, let's say 15 feet deep, or like 20 feet. I'll say 20 feet. So it's a gap. So it's athletics or acrobatics, whichever you choose to clear the gap.
Can I? So it's a little farther than the brewer is comfortable jumping. So he's gonna pull out his crossbow and his little bit of rope, and tie the rope to like the back, not the front of the head of the thing, but like the back of the head of the arrow, and shoot across the way, like right above where I'm supposed to land.
Batman.
Batman.
Make a roll a d20 just to see if you hit where you're trying to shoot at. Yeah, you definitely. So it hooks in sturdy.
Okay.
So you have advantage on. You can RP it however you want, but you have advantage on the roll.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna. I could abuse that. I want to RP cool shit, but I don't want to abuse anything.
I'll let you know if you're abusing it. It's fine. I mean, this is really, you get advantage on the roll, RP it as much as you want, because you're just closing a gap. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run, and as I jump, I'm gonna pull on the rope as well, just to give myself a little extra. You said acrobatics.
Whichever is better for you, athletics or acrobatics, and you have advantage because you're So you make it 16.
Can I pull the arrow out, or like remove it? Maybe I have to use a tool to remove it because it's stuck in there. Can I put my rope and my arrow back? This is the first time any of you have seen my crossbow.
Do you make a performance check to see how cool it was? Because it felt like Zack Snyder film, but I want to see if it actually was. It wasn't bad.
It was fine.
It was fine.
I did it.
It was most unique.
When I get more alchemist shit, I'll do other stuff.
Alright, Circos. Throw a potion and just appear where you launched it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a crossbow or anything like that, or a pole to vault with.
It was a spear.
Just kind of seeing everybody. Yeah, whatever. It's a fucking pole with a sharp point on it. Get over yourself. He's just gonna run, and just running lead, down below.
Okay. Just normal running. Oh, you're running? Yeah. Advantage. Yep. Yeah, you're fine. I always forget that you're not a normal wizard because of your other things that are coming.
I thought about that. It's like, yeah, he's a wizard. He's not dexterous. Oh shit, fuck. So, he's just kind of runs, black cloak flowing behind him, as he leaps down below and just kind of joins the party. Maybe a superhero pose at the bottom.
All right. So I was wrong. That gap was like right here. So you're going the rest of this way. Amanda.
Listen, you guys need to hurry up. My boss is gonna have my ass. I'm not gonna wait here all night for you.
Lead the way, ma'am.
Oh, go ahead. If you're gonna respond to her.
Just lead the way, ma'am.
Follow me.
And with that, she turns her back around and begins to walk away from you all, navigating along the makeshift path, carefully watching her step to make as little noise as possible. Her movement is almost cat-like as she slowly struts along the flanks. So as you guys catch up to her, who's already paused up ahead, and she's crouching at the end of another row of buildings, she looks down with a puzzled expression, watching the guards on the roads below. She hears you approach.
We're at the intersection of Black Star Lane. Halfway there. The gut alley jump is my favorite. Let's go.
Sound like a video game character that was us.
That was great. But fuck yeah, let's go.
Got alley, baby.
With that, she stands back up. Oh, you got... Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry. Is she human?
You can't tell yet.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, she had stark, like, bright green eyes.
Yeah.
But no one, there was no reveal. She's still wearing stuff on her, so, like, it's covered, so. Okay.
So she's vaguely human-shaped with green eyes.
Yep.
And fishy fingers.
Fish fingers. Fish sticks. She loves fish sticks.
Don't call them fish sticks. That was horrible.
With that, she stands back up and with a running start, leaps with ease to a row of buildings on the opposite side of Gut Alley. She makes the jump, landing very gracefully. She turns and bows to you all, then starts walking along the plank path again. Alright, so, acrobatics again. So we're gonna say this way, because I don't have that map of me. I drew this map one day and I just forgot the pathway that you wrote all this for me. Oh yeah, no yeah, that's right. Alright, that's right. There's too much going on, there's so much shit. Alright. So yeah, so this is acrobatics. It's a tougher jump though.
Is this the jump that was her favorite?
Yeah.
Cool. Octavia will take you one.
You're good. RPing it?
Was it as fun as she said?
No, you were scared to shit.
Okay.
Like, you were terrified about that jump. You kind of, like, land, and you're, like, your feet slide against the shingles, and you, like, land on your ass, and, like, you start to, like, feel yourself, like, slide back towards the street, and you, like, quickly get up, and your, like, heart's racing.
That was fun. I see why you like it.
Sana?
Fully on board. Let's do this. What should I roll?
Acrobatics.
Let's do this. I eat shit.
So, Octavia.
Yeah.
Sana sees you run and jump, and is, like, so entranced by you running and jumping that she forgets to, like, walk back a little bit before she tries it, and she makes it almost all the way, and her hands up. Are you going to use your reaction to catch her?
Physically catch her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's small.
Emotionally.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Emotional support catch.
I got you. Whoop.
I'm going to roll a d20 for that.
How close
You
to...
catch her. I was gonna say, like, I was gonna do, like, even, but I thought with, like, a tie, I should roll for it. So, You do catch her. It's not a good grip, and you're like feel like you're losing her. But then Jazera comes up behind you and like snarls. You can say whatever you want, Amanda, and pulls her up with you.
Ooh, I like being beaten this sandwich.
Whatever methods get the job done, I suppose.
Harkin.
Did you say the roof we're landing on is slanted?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put my spear on like the holster that I have in my back, and I'm gonna draw out 2 daggers, and I'm going to jump across. And as
We're staring at you, going, "I can do that."
as I jump across, if I feel like I'm not making it there, I'm gonna try to jam my daggers into the roof.
All right, go ahead, fisherman. You make it, but you can RP that you weren't close if you want to use your deck.
So I land with my like left foot on it, and I just barely make it as my right foot kind of catches the side of the roof a little bit, and I jam one of my daggers into the roof, and I just kind of like stand up and pull it out. And I walk forward and turn back, looking at the rest of the party, and put my daggers away.
So once again, we got the brewer, you're next, and Circos, best friends on the other side of the roof.
I think I'm just going to try the same maneuver. There's no reason to try anything different. So I'm going to pull out my little, it's just a little hand bow. It doesn't look quite like normal crossbow would.
Yep.
And shoot. This is further, you said? Farther?
It is further, yes.
Farther?
It's, yeah, further?
Farther? Further's figurative, right? Farther's distance?
Yes.
Further, yeah. You don't have a drop this time. It's just a straight.
Learning with Dungeons and Different.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try the same thing.
Okay. Once again, just roll a d20 for the aim and how good it snares.
Cool.
Oh, you shoot it, and it hits something you can't really tell, and you can tell that it doesn't have the same grip as you did before, so you just don't have advantage, but you still have it. It's still in something. So it's just a normal acrobatics roll instead of advantage this time.
Okay.
I think you know where I'm going with this.
Can I try and grab the rope? Oh, I've used my reaction.
Travis, you still have your reaction. So you basically do the same thing as you did before, and you feel it, you're tight, and then you go and you. But this time you don't have like the weight of your body to like swing forward. You know what I mean? Because before it was a drop. This time you don't have that. So like you get in like how loose it gets as you like jump off and then tug. It starts to pull out. Travis, make a perception check.
Tug too soon.
Because it's not in a chimney, it's just in the shingles.
There's a side button not working. God damn. I remembered to use the little shortcut button on the left side and it wasn't working.
Alright, you can see his arrow that he shot is like pulling out and is about to give as he's like almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna just reach down and grab a hold of it and try to like jam it further in, but I'm not gonna release my grip from it.
Alright, so you're doing it with your hands? Just athletics. Athletics?
Yeah.
Strength. Jesus Christ.
Not great, Bob.
Make an X save. Or acrobatics, whichever is better. I think they're probably the same. I never know. Okay, so you get like quarter way there. Travis tries to grab it. He loses grip. You feel the slack fall out, and you grab on to like the end of the ledge. Like it's kind of like below the shingles, and it's just kind of like the what is it? The water. What is the water thing in a house?
Gutter.
Gutter. Yeah. You hold on to the gutter, and then you're able to like just climb and get yourself up.
Homeowner.
Yeah. So, so I look back at when I come up. Who do I see first?
Who do you see first?
Probably
I
me,
would
because
imagine
I
you
was.
see Tarkin because he was like right next to you. Like he's basically kneeled down to where your arrow was, and he's like, it's like, right now it's just hanging off of the side of the building, but not like towards the ground because you're like climbed up. You know what I mean? Because it came fully undone.
Yeah. So I climb up, and I look at Tarkin and say, with like zero expression, fear, no reaction whatsoever. It's like, the math was different on that one. And I like take out my little notebook and I like draw some angle. I look at like where the arrow hit and like this and like where the knot is tied on the arrow that I shot. Like trying to figure out exactly what happened. And then I pull out a little vial of. You guys don't know what this is called. The little. Well, you know what it's called from RP channel. Pull out a little bottle of soother. And just put it on my neck and like I just.
Octavia's gonna hold a finger out or something.
It's a longer gap. It's a little bit more complicated, I'd imagine.
And I give I put Octavia's finger on top of the little thing and turn her hand and the vial upside down. So she just gets just like a little circle of it on her finger, and then I poke it back and back.
Why do I feel like Octavia is gonna be like the movie Girl Interrupted? Because she cut her hair already, and she's like on drugs. She's gonna be in rehab center in Barovia.
The only thing
I just jumped across a fucking street, okay? I'm jacked up.
The only thing that
come down.
The only thing that the brewer knows is that when Octavia takes this medicine, she talks about it, and that's better.
It's worth the drug addiction.
Well, no, I don't care.
I know.
You need to talk less.
Thought about asking for some earlier.
Alright, Circos.
Alright.
Man, if you were a real wizard, you could have just levitate.
Not at this level. So
you can fucking fly.
How much room is there? There's not enough room to get a like running start.
Not for advantage, no. To get advantage, you're gonna have to be more creative. Josh would have got it if he rolled over a 10 on his D20.
Unfortunately, I was digging through my inventory. I don't really have much to generate advantage on this, so he's just gonna he'll get whatever running start he can again, and just try and jump the gap.
+4, not bad.
Yeah, you land and you kind of do the little surfer thing on the
fall back.
But you don't fall on your ass with the 12, just in balance, and then you feel fine.
Yeah.
So even though the execution was a little clumsy, your group makes it across and finds Jazera ahead, looking across another gap in the planks. One final. Oh, that's you. Sorry. I'm so used to DMing. Sorry.
One final hop and we're practically there, I say with a little smile, and then I leap and go to the other side of the building. I walk a short distance, I head over to a ladder, and then I climb down it, and then I wave at you, smiling, as I go down the ladder out of sight.
Well, fucking peace. Okay. I'm jumping.
Yeah, this one's not a roll, so you guys can RP it as much as you want, but Sana basically hops right over.
It's an easy jump.
Octavia.
Yeah, I go as well.
Anyone want to do any RP with this? Just go ahead.
The brewer's just watching them all, trying to add to the calculations.
I'm just following.
Okay. Your group leaps across the road and hurries down a ladder after Jazera. As you step off and look around, you see a sign for Nelnuk's Walk, and you see her standing a little ways ahead, beside a door to an alley. You make your approach and notice that every single building in this alley right now has a black hand painted on the doors.
And that's like the same. You said it was a chalk outline on a black card before, but same.
Whoever looked at the card and saw you and Octavia, right? You would all see that, yes, it's the same symbol.
Okay. Yep.
So this is the alley right now, right here. And you're like going down here, and you see her over here at that door. So you guys are like not on a roof anymore. You're on the ground, walking through the alley. You see the handprints on like every single door has one. She smiles as she unlocks the door and holds it for you to enter. You step inside to what appears to be the back room of a tavern. It's grungy and a bit run down, but it's still a better sight than the prisons of Waterdeep.
Welcome to the Stormcloak Inn. I'll tell the boss you're here. Follow me.
Was it again? The
Stormcloak.
Stormcloak. Yep.
Stormcloak.
And then I slide past you guys. And I slide past you as I finish locking the door, and then I lead you down a hallway into like the main tavern area. I bring you up to the bar, and I tell the innkeep, "Hey, Edmund," he has his back to me. "Hey, Edmund, do me a favor and keep an eye on these ones for a sec, would you?" I turn at you guys and wink before I start heading over to a flight of stairs over on the opposite side of the room.
Stop right there, Amanda, and I'm gonna move them. Go ahead and ask her any questions.
Is that Mercer?
Can you guys see the map? Because I think my internet, not my internet, but...
Hit F5. Sometimes with Foundry, you just have to refresh some things.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move her, and I'm gonna move him there.
Is it just me, or is she a little bit nicer now than when we first met her? I think we're growing on her.
So I'm gonna give you guys freedom. I have to, with freedom, put a little bit of hesitation on that. I will hit spacebar if I need to. But she brings you over to this bar and says, and you basically, I'm gonna actually put you here before I give you guys freedom. So take that back, because I don't trust y'all.
Do you want me to go through it again?
No, because I technically want Theater of the Mind shit to be before Foundry shit for the most part. And I would imagine Sunna would be...
Oh my god, you're not letting me move!
Can we do a break right now before we dive into this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll run to the bathroom real quick.
No, that's fine. Alright. Hannah, who are you being? I'm gonna write it, yeah, you're being her. You're being this one. I mean, you could be creative with it. You're definitely being this one. Hannah, do you want to be this guy? This one over here? He's like a pushover. And Hannah, do you want to do the bard part?
Sure. I didn't read anything, so I'm going into this blind.
Well, if in our notes, I think we did some of them, but not all of them. But I mean, really, all of the ones I'm pointing out are gang members. You know what I mean?
Also, for your food and drink, you have a swill and a swill.
Yeah. They only sell swill there.
Okay, got
it's just how much swill you want.
I was like...
I'm gonna be this one because there's a certain way I want to be her. AKA a raging bitch Karen. Unless you want to play a raging bitch Karen.
I have a headache, so I'll do the best I can.
That was kind of chaotic, but it ended up getting better. The beginning was... I definitely needed to take a bigger, like, just a leash. You know what I mean? But eventually, the rooftops went well, at least. That was fun. I think, like, letting people, like, do their RP. Like, we're not... I think the biggest thing I have to realize is we're not critical role. Like, people need to, like, have their time. You know what I mean? Like, people just talk. If you don't, like, relegate it, people just talk over each other, and it just gets, like, chaos.
Can you set the thing, can you do it for all tokens where if I hover, I can see their names, because I can't see their names if I hover over. So I don't like when you say their names. That makes sense.
That one. It's weird that you're as a DM. I'm surprised you don't have ownership, though. Oh, maybe
No,
I can just do this. Hold on. No, but it's an NPC. That's weird, though.
I still,
feel like
yeah, like I can't press like C to pull up their character sheet or anything.
You can't double click on them?
No. Oh, is it because the game's paused, maybe?
No, because I can. I mean, they're not here, so let me unpause it. Can you click on it now?
Yeah, because I was trying to look at something and I like opened up like.
Can you see the NPC folder over on the right hand side if you go to
I can see it, but like these people aren't there.
Oh, because I made them.
Oh, yeah, I had that same problem too, Barry, because I wanted to put, like, the descriptions in there, but I couldn't get into, like,
Can't like
the gang members. I could only
Yeah,
see
I'm just going to make you guys full game masters because I trust you that you all know how it works. Hannah, you are a game master. How do you not see it?
Yeah, I don't know. Like literally, like if you like I'm clicking on her.
Can you refresh and try it?
Oh.
Basic controls.
Yeah.
And then now try to click on them.
Yeah.
Still nothing? Like, you can see their names and stuff?
No.
Alright, I'm just gonna make you a game master. Because at this point, you're on the road with us, so...
I had no problem seeing them before when I had logged in. I can't see them now.
I don't know.
I'm getting so mad. That makes so much sense because I'm still drawing.
Alright, well you should be able to see them now. You might have to refresh.
What are you doing? I gotta log back in.
That's fine.
Oh, that is a tasty. But you got all this section of Dungeons and
Wait, Travis.
IPAs. Dungeons and Deepas. There we go. Sponsored to you by Pickle Chips. Okay, now I can see their names.
The rooftops were fun though. That ended up going well. I got lost of where the map was because the map's at the bottom, and I didn't want to like drag down to the bottom to see where like we put the path for them, and I was like, what gap is this gap? What gap is this gap? But in the end, I liked it. I like Josh's crossbow thing. Trav, I like you using your pole.
Paul Walter.
This is gonna be like we're basically this is the like. The rest is going to be RP, so I'm focusing on you guys, like, speak to each other and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still going to kind of regiment it a little bit, but, like, when you guys sit on a table, Meg, like, if you guys sit at a table and you guys are eating and stuff like that, focus on just being Sana and, like, talking as her in the conversation of the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And like wait for like everyone just make sure to wait for people to finish their sentence and then like have a second and then like you can respond to that and then if like you both it's gonna happen sometimes you guys are gonna respond at the same. This is for everyone. This isn't for I'm not even pinpointing one person.
No, just tell me to shut up. It's fine.
No, but I want it's something you have to like learn that shit. It's like it's hard.
I was listening, don't worry. I was just throwing away that.
It's fine. No, I'm just saying for everyone, because at the beginning, I should have took a bigger. I was so used to being a character for that one day, I forgot all the like the DMing responsibilities. But I do want, like, I'm definitely gonna go forward with the, hey, your turn RP, or your turn RP, because we're not critical role, like, we need that kind of stuff. But I do want, like, natural, like, table conversations and stuff. It's just, like, just make sure, like, if someone's talking, that we wait to them to finish and then respond to them. And if you guys respond at the same time, which is gonna freaking happen, like, that's just human nature. We're not at a live table, we're on freaking Discord. So, like, if you guys respond at the same time, just one of you just go, oh no, go ahead, and then you respond to them, you know what I mean? Because, like, not everyone's gonna be wanting to talk at the same time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit slower because we're not actually sitting with each other.
Exactly, no, a big thing of this is just Discord. It's just the way it is. It's the way we'll probably always play D&D for the most part, because we're all over the place anyway, so. And it's something we'll get better at. It's just, I definitely needed to, in the beginning of that, like, I liked slowing it down and just having everyone, because, like, just go through their stuff. It's easier that way. But, like, but this like, tavern, I will basically just say that this is, the rest of the night is gonna be at this tavern. Stuff is gonna happen here, but I'm hoping mostly that the chase scene and, like, whatever happened makes you guys a little bit closer, because you guys all stuck together, got here, and now you're in a strange place with strange people around you. So yeah, everyone here? Hannah's trying to open a beer really badly.
Okay, I do have a
Tools! I have a highlighter.
You have a question?
No, I just wanted to say, like, even in person, I tend to interrupt people, so just cut me off anytime. It's not a problem.
Shut up, Meg.
No, I mean, it's also, you, like I said, some of us have played this a lot more, and, like, it's totally different from, like, playing table D&D. So, like, I just think a lot of people have better reps in it. Like, we play, like, every Wednesday night. We usually don't miss. So, like, a lot of us have played a lot and have learned to RP. I sucked so bad in the beginning, so it's like even I still have.
We were just like,
yeah.
It's always hard to get into it in the beginning.
And yeah, just every night it's hard to get into it in the beginning.
That's what she said.
Alright, I guess you were here.
I'll interrupt you for that one, because that's pretty funny.
Quick, strawberry, lemonade, or black cherry, or peach?
Amanda,
Strawberry.
Cherry.
I'm gonna start here. Okay.
I grab black cherry.
Oh. Hold on. I closed it because I thought we were done with that.
No. There's just a couple of things in here.
No. It's like, it's never over.
I just stubbed my toe on the DMG.
Yeah.
Stubbed my toe.
Alright, so Jazera leads you up to the bar and says to the innkeep,
Hey Edmund, do me a favor and keep an eye on these ones for me, would ya? And I turn to wink at you guys. And then I walk across the tavern and I go upstairs to an upper floor.
so she's gonna take her leave this way.
I winked back, but too late.
Where did my thing go?
I'm moving it.
Oh, I was like, oh,
Mira?
coming back. She's not else to say.
Oh, my teleport disappeared, so I don't know how that happened, but I will just drag you over for now. It's okay, the stream doesn't see my DM screen. Alright. So, As she walks up the stairs to the upper floor, the tavern's owner slowly turns around to look at you. Is that a joke at my expense, Jazera? The barkeep says with a growl. As he turns around, you realize that he only has one eye. Edmund is a short, bald man with one beady eye. In the other socket is a stone sphere with a red gem in the center. He squints at the brewer from over the bar and does a scan of the room as well. Smoke puffs from his cigar hanging out of his mouth circle in the air between you as he says in a gravely voice, "Yeah, I think I can handle this rabble." Jazera leaves you at the bar and walks up the stairs out of sight. What do you have? As he looks at everyone.
1 ale, please, good sir.
Ale, we have our famous squall.
Sounds perfect.
Alright, anyone else?
Strongest you have, I don't care how shitty.
Wall it is.
Oh, that's a good sign.
I'll just take a water, and if you have just like little snacks of some sort, just like little small things. I just want to.
You want food?
Yeah, but like small things. I'm not that hungry.
So food.
Yeah.
Can we get a
Like
cheese
ingredients.
plate?
We got some Lurine spring cheese. Apparently makes halflings crazy.
Done and done. Let's do it.
Anyone else need a drink? And he locks eyes with the brewer.
I'll have your strongest alcohol, please.
Wall. I keep saying squall and swill.
I know. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Well, because I was remaking my teleport while I was RPing.
So it's supposed to be swill?
It's swill, yeah. Squall.
That changes things.
Yeah, I thought you were just giving it a cool name.
You're
Yeah,
all
good
getting
without-
swill, baby.
I thought this was a brew pub or something.
It's like an IPA. He looks at the fisherman, who I'm just gonna go with fisherman for now.
I got the squall.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did everyone get a drink?
Not me. So Circos is gonna eye the bar and see if there are any bottles of wine kicking around, maybe.
You make a perception check. Wall. You are going to see 7 barrels of what you perceive as the swill, and then just glassware above it.
Okay. Can I also do a perception check to see if there is... No, I wasn't listening. If there is any other drinks, alcoholic or not.
No, you
It's not.
you don't even have to roll. You see just barrels of swill.
No, it's small.
Wall.
Small.
All right. Wall for
Circos,
all.
yeah, Circos will. I will have some of these swill.
Do any of us have a deck of cards in our inventory? Let's see.
I mean,
Nope.
you usually
Esmond
get
is
them as
going
part of your
to-
background.
Shit, I thought I did.
What's
Um,
your background?
Pirate.
Pirate, you probably have. You should have some.
Did we get the
Who got swill?
I think
Raise your hand.
Yeah,
Everyone?
I got water.
Swill is an ale, or is it like a brew, like a...
You'll find out.
Okay.
It's 2 copper for everyone who got swill.
Okay.
And he brings you, Dennis, a cup of water that's very murky, and a small wooden plate with a very funky smelling cheese.
Fuck
You know,
yeah.
the stinkier it is, the tastier.
You're pretty small, you were halfling,
Give me that stink.
he says to Octavia.
I didn't think I was that small.
Well, if you're a halfling, apparently makes you lose your marbles, so be careful there.
The cheese does?
The cheese. That's what I heard.
Order the cheese.
Have anything
for
other than
Octavia.
cheese? I don't know that I want to risk it.
It's gonna.
You don't
Gonna-
want the cheese? I took the cheese out. 6 copper.
Do you have anything other than cheese?
I got fish stew.
Let's go with the stew.
I do. The stew. Did not expect that to run. So for everyone who got the swill, you see an amber-like ale in front of you. But when you drink it, if you want to try to determine the taste, make a perception check.
I take a sip of it, but I just kind of gulp it down. I don't really try to determine the taste.
Okay. Can I take out my alchemist kit and drop a few drops of blue liquid in it to test to see what the alcohol content is?
Put a pH strip in it. Yeah, I know. I was like,
Yeah.
check the chlorine.
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Investigation, just to see what your outcome is. You get a pretty good gist that it is higher than actual beer,
But not quite as high as.
like a whiskey, or like a straight vodka. And when you're when you have like your test kit and it has like bits in it, like it's not clean.
Can I just slowly push the beer away from me back toward the bartender and say, excuse me,
Yeah.
I requested your strongest alcohol.
He just puts his hand down. That's it.
This is the best that you can make.
You look around, man. There's blood everywhere. It's dark and dingy. You think we can afford anything more than this swill? We barrel this. We wait for it. We like it to get boiling warm in the sun, and we pour it out for you. I don't know what you expect from me more than that. The sailors like it.
Okay, in that case, do you have a candle?
Handle?
Yes. 3, actually.
Brizza. So you see a long and stocky woman with like slick black hair going to the side. You can tell that she's a half elf. She has a darker complexion than your typical half elf.
Rude.
What do you want?
Do we have candles?
We have fucking candles?
I don't know. This guy wants candles. He wants to do some candle stuff. I don't know. I'm not gonna deter him from having fun with some lovely scented candles if we have any.
Is that giant fire pit actually in the middle of the room?
Yeah, it has a pig over it.
Listen, I'm busy here. You can find some candles. They're yours.
How important are these candles to you?
They are essential.
Essential.
Will that fire work?
No, much too dirty.
Geode! And walking over is going to be like a 6'4" man who looks like he's made out of literal stone. What is it, boss? Find some candles from upstairs. Apparently it's essential. We'll make them pay for it. You got it. And he's gonna head off. We'll see if we can get those candles for you. Anything else in the meantime?
I had a question.
Ma'am, I'm talking to the man in front of me. I'll be right there. I'll be right there with you. Anything else?
That should be sufficient.
All right. Young lady, you not enjoying the cheese?
The cheese was actually for her. And she points down to Sana, who ordered the cheese. I want that stinky shit. So I was just wondering, with how we got here and everything, are you guys like a thieves guild? Like, what is this place?
What does it look like? It's a tavern.
Yeah, but like, I was like down under the city, and like I was in a bar and there were a bunch of these people, six hands. They were all terrible. Like, they were just awful people. And so like, are you like that, or are you guys better?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. This is the tavern. We usually take the grunts, the dockhands, the sailors. We feed them. We get them shit-faced. And we send them on their way to do their jobs.
Okay. Blink twice if you can't talk about it right now, because you're in danger.
I'm never in danger. He just takes a big puff of his cigar and he poofs it into your face as you lean forward. Now, you don't want the cheese. I'm hoping she can pay. If she can't pay, you're paying.
Okay.
Alright. And he's gonna look at the tiefling. Do you want the cheese?
Yeah, I ordered it.
She ordered cheese, you ordered cheese. You're paying for both. 12 copper, and he throws the cheese at you. Like, onto the table.
Come on. 2 orders of cheese is not a hardship.
I don't have time for this shit. You paying or not?
How much? Hold on.
You believe me, you have more than 6 copper. Just minus
Yeah,
the
I'm
copper.
then I'll eat 2 orders of cheese. I don't give a shit. He says that out loud.
Alright, well, I'll get the other cheese for you. That's 12 copper then.
Alright.
Alright, so you throw it on the table.
It's the halfling.
There, you have 988 copper now.
Oh no. Where's the halfling? Get over here.
I think I have it.
There is a halfling. Just short.
I do, I need
I
Fish
apologize too. I apologize.
And
to
another
Sorry,
order.
I didn't realize you were just short.
another order of
She
cheese.
doesn't care.
Bring it out.
And isn't an insult.
Give it to those 2 girls up front.
Do fast.
Tarkin, can you make a perception check? Circos, what are you doing while he's doing that? Sipping his swill. Can you make a perception check as well? Yep. Travis, you just feel like you're being watched, but you don't notice anything else.
Okay.
Circos?
Yeah.
I'll have you go right after I describe his. You basically see this half-orc basically lean over and look at you guys. And then you feel watched from this area, and that's it.
Do we all put eyes on us, or is it only him?
No, it's just him. You guys were eating your cheese. And Hannah, you want to repeat that? And then Trav, go ahead after that.
They're not either. Who am I bringing? Am I bringing stew or cheese?
You're bringing stew for Octavia and cheese for Stunna, who already has some cheese.
So
I didn't already have cheese. I'm just getting 2 plates.
Adu comes over and she puts down this stew that looks gray, and there's chunks in it, but it's gray. And then shuffles over to Sana and puts cheese, and the cheese looks very moldy.
Is it a hard cheese?
Yeah, but it's so warm in there that like it's not that hard.
If you were to like bite into it, it's pretty soft.
You know what? I don't know much about the constitution of tieflings. I think she's just gonna pick the mold off and go for it. Do I have to roll for constitution for that?
For what? The eating the cheese?
Yeah.
You're not a halfling, so no, but you don't enjoy it. The cheese is gross.
That's fair.
Trav.
Can I look at the woman to the left of me, like what she's kind of doing? Does she feel like one of the people that are kind of like eyeing us?
Nope. You can look. You see literally a drunken sailor to your left, like kind of swaying around, and he's kind of like swaying back and forth, and he has like a cup of swill, and he's just dragging it along the bar.
My good sir, and I'm gonna slide 2 copper for him. Can you please give me a little bit of space here? If you move over that stool right to the left of you, next round's on me.
And he's gonna like really stumble, like fall onto one knee, get up, and like put his arm on the bar, climb back up, grab his beer, drive it over, and move over one step.
Then I'm gonna turn over to Circos. Do you know these people at all?
These people in this bar?
The people in this bar, the hand on here, I'm not familiar with this area. I'm not sure what we're in right now.
I have noticed this symbol around, but I am not quite familiar with it. But I can feel shooting daggers in our necks right now. Kind of gestures back with looking over his shoulder. Seems we are a hot commodity in this bar.
Yeah, I don't feel entirely secure here. Not sure who that woman's master is, but I feel like the sooner we can get out of here, the better.
Well, I wouldn't be so quick to rush out of here. I mean, it is the underbelly of this city, but it is not so bad.
It is remarkably better than the streets, I will give you that.
That is for sure. You don't have guards chasing us all over this bar. The streets are worse for wear right now.
And
I'll let you finish, and then I'll say something.
And I see you two are starting to get a little bit more well acquainted after that little tavern dispute, and I look over at Octavia and Circos right next to each other.
Octavia kind of turns, so her back is to both of you.
She is a fine little girl. It is no matter. She is playing hard to get. It's fine. Naughty girl.
Josh. So this gigantic rock figure walks up to you. How many candles did you ask for? 3?
3.
He leans over and he slaps down 3 candles. I grab from the room's not in use. We're gonna need them back. Enjoy. And he walks up. So, Josh, what are you doing with those candles?
I just pick him up and kind of turn my back and go maybe over here.
Yeah, just an open table over here.
Yeah, this little table. And I'm just like muttering to myself, like as I walk by Who's the tiefling?
Sana.
No, it's good I don't remember your names. So, I would. As a weapon, a tiefling, I'm just fluttering to myself about some stuff. And then I come over to this table and look on my alchemist supplies and set up this thing I'm going to share in D&D channel.
You gonna RP it in the Strahd RP? Is that what you're doing?
In D&D. Oh yeah. No, yeah. I'll put it there too, just in case. I just put up this little apparatus, and use one of the candles to start heating up some stuff, and then I use the other two to begin decontaminating and sterilizing the surface.
I will put that in resources. What is it? It's your alchemist tools?
Yeah. I mean, they don't always have to look like that, but that's about there now.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you're working on that. Sana, Octavia, go ahead and...
Yes. Okay. Can I roll? It's probably perception. I want to see if I'm getting bored with all this conversation. Or Sana is. Can she roll to see if anyone is playing cards in the general vicinity?
Perception.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
You notice that no one in the general perception is playing cards right now. They're all looking at you, though.
Because, can I roll again something to see if any of them look,
Look, what? Fun?
not friendly, but not aggressive.
Insight.
Okay.
None of them look necessarily aggressive. They're just watching you. Like, no one's, like, holding, like, their weapons or, like glaring or, like, they're just keeping an eye on you guys.
Okay. In that case, since they're just kind of, like, looking at us, and it doesn't look like anyone's playing any sort of, like, games or whatever, the sun is just gonna look at them, raise her glass, and turn back and kind of ignore what everyone else, or what her party is saying.
So yeah,
Eat the foods.
When you raise your glass, you see, this one over here, like, slowly raise his glass as well, and, like, drink this one right over here. Raises his glass and he just stares at you a little bit, and then he, like, makes small talk to this guy right here.
Okay.
Octavia?
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Edmund? Mr.
Yeah.
Edmund, sir. Is there a washroom or somewhere that I can get cleaned up?
Yeah, Geode will take you. Geode! The little one needs to go to the bathroom. And this large man comes up behind you.
Tiny friend.
Follow me. So... Are you doing anything as you walk to the bathroom?
Just talking to him.
Alright, go ahead, talk to him.
Did he say your name was Geode?
Yeah.
Is that
like rock.
Is that with a G or a J?
A G.
What do you do here?
And go to the tables. Give the swill.
Is the bathroom far?
Right here. And he, like, opens the door. And you walk in?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get in, you hear someone hacking along, basically vomiting into one of the stalls, going, "Oh, I gotta be at port in the morning. Oh, I'm gonna get fired again." Paul.
Oh, Johnny, at the docks.
So hear
is
that
this
coming out of
door
this
closed or
stall.
open?
This stall's open, this one's closed, and that's where you hear the noise.
I'm trying to open the door.
You open it and he goes, "What do you want?"
I'm just gonna rub his back.
Hey, the door's locked. He's in a stall.
You're gonna rub the door.
Gonna rub the door.
He just says, "What do you want?"
I'm not gonna say anything.
Wait. Sorry, I keep interrupting. In true girl fashion, I have Senna follow her into the bathroom.
Okay.
Sounds creepy, but
No,
I've never been a drunk girl.
I know.
Well, no one's
I
drunk,
appreciate it.
but you follow
You know what I mean.
Octavia. You go around Geode. What do you do when you're in the bathroom?
It is a girl thing. You wouldn't understand. We go in pairs.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You wouldn't let a weird dude take you to the bathroom.
All right, so you both are in the bathroom. There's someone puking. What are you guys doing?
They seem to know who I was. And even though I tried getting rid of the purple hair, they still seem to know roughly what I look like. I don't like that. Do you have any, like, paint or, could you maybe braid my hair? I need a new look.
Right, you went to the bathroom. What are you doing? She just spoke to you. What are you doing?
Sorry, could you? Oh, I'm in the bathroom. Yeah, I'll braid anyone's hair. I don't give a shit. Let's do this.
I'll let her do whatever she wants to my hair.
All right, performance. You ate that cheese.
Fitting
Just
performance.
normal performance.
I just want you to know that I have not washed my hands, so I do have cheese hands. Let's see.
I'll factor that in.
Yeah.
Good, it kind of helps this product.
It's not going to be good.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, so the braids are very loosely done, and you now have little bits of cheese in your hair as well. And she didn't really have anything to tie the braids with at the end, so she just did a big loop, swoop, and pull with the bottom of your hair. So it's loosely braids with cheese and loop, swoop, and pull end of the braids. So you look a little different, but you smell like cheese now, and that cheese doesn't smell good.
You know what? That look would look a lot like a big soft pretzel if you tied it at the bottom.
Yeah, there you go, pretzel hair.
Pretzel hair.
I am not going to immediately take it out or clean it because I don't want to ruin my new best friend. So I'm just going to say thanks. You want to go explore?
Yes.
And I open up the door and hope that the guy isn't there still.
He is.
Oh,
Oh, is he still
You
peeking?
walk out. He's not peeking, he's just standing outside the... And he goes,
Oh, creepy dude.
I'd
alright.
like to try and walk this way.
Which way?
Down this hallway towards this door.
So you, like, start to, and he goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm just going back to everyone else, and I'm going to keep walking down the hallway.
So you get to the door, and you realize it's locked.
How,
And he just looks at you, and he goes, "Bar is this way."
I'll go back.
How big is this dude? Because I don't think you described him to me.
He's
And
very
I tried
big.
this door as well.
He's
He's like 6'4".
6'4".
6'4"? Okay,
Yeah.
then
And he looks like he's made out of rock. You try to open this door, Octavia, and he goes, "Once again, not where you're supposed to go."
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just looking around. It's such a lovely
Please.
establishment.
Please back to the bar.
By the way, what are you? You look like you're made of rock. Oh,
I am a rock genasi.
oh wow, that's cool.
well, yeah, let's not deal with that.
So, like, do I know what those are?
History
Like, does
check.
Octavia?
With advantage, because of Candlekeep. 16 would be fine anyway. Yeah, I mean, you know that like they're usually born from genies. It's some like an elemental genie. Somewhere down the line, they can be straight from a genie. They can be years down. They're not really as much around Storm Coast area. They're usually from either the south or the east, but you'll see one from time to time. It's not super foreign.
I'm not gonna roll to figure out what he is for Senna. I'm just gonna assume that looks like he's made of rock. Probably don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, he's very big.
Yeah. So
Do you need to worry about water getting stuck in your cracks and freezing? You ever
No.
been far north?
No need. He's gonna bring you guys back to the bar, and when that happens, Alchemist, you finished whatever. Alchemist, Josh, you finished whatever thing you were doing. So after that much time, so if you want to RP any of that, but
When you the thing I'm doing will take probably years.
okay, well you feel like you made a good progress for the night, basically. I'm guessing.
Okay.
But I'm going to. Everyone's gonna be kind of gathering. You're not. You're just putting your stuff away, but you're not like at the bar yet.
Can any of the group see me?
So
I think all of my teleports.
I was waiting for that the bathroom RP, and I was going to approach the brewer.
Okay,
Okay.
that's perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead
I
and
was
do
going
that.
to approach him. It's pause, so you can just drag me over there or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
My friend, what are you working on?
As soon as he comes over, like I feel him over my shoulder, I just go thump and like cover up. I'm kind of like hunched over, working anyway, but I like cover up the thing that's right in front of me. But I'm not fast enough, and Circo sees me cover up this.
did anyone else just hear like a horse noise?
Yeah, it's the
It
game
wasn't in
step.
character. I heard a weird sound.
So what that is?
There is
If,
not. Go ahead.
I'm just going to describe it. So at the very center of this is a diamond that's about the size of a quarter. Like this thing fits in the palm of my hand, and it's like a diamond, or what looks like a diamond in the very center of it, about the size of a quarter. And then there's like crystal indoor glass. You don't know petals around it. It doesn't look super fragile, especially the way I like tucked it away really quickly. So, yeah.
My friend, there is nothing to hide. What are you working on?
This is not for you.
It doesn't need to be for me. I know you are deal with alchemy. You transmute things. It's whatever it is. Your secret is safe with me.
I go and blow out my candle and start packing up my little alchemist kit. And so, this isn't for you.
It's fine. What are you? Is it some of the chemicals you sold me in the past for the wealthy, or is it something new?
I make chemicals for rich people and people who talk too much. I make other things for myself.
Well, if you want chemicals for people who talk too much, maybe for the little girl, maybe you could make something special for her, because she runs her mouth. She gets us in trouble. It's already been shown.
She likes this. And I hold a little vial of the white stuff.
And it's crazy. We ran through guards.
Actually, I can't. I just fucked up my RP. I wouldn't care or know if she likes it. I would just say this works. this makes most people speak to us.
Well, perhaps you should
would
give
you
a
like-
dose in her food from
Would you
time
like
to
some?
time. Oh, I do not need that. I know the value of discretion.
Seems like we could stop talking now. And I hold out the file.
Circos just smirks at him and just walks back to the bar.
Get the rest of my stuff together.
So you see Gisera after that little thing. Travis, you notice her first. Her come down from the stairs. And following her comes another figure. Trav, you notice. Circos, you kind of notice as you come to sit down. So he gets to like the mid part of the stairs, and he looks at Gisera and points like towards the bar at you guys, and goes, "Them." Amanda.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I saunter on over back to the bar, and I tell them, "Alright, boss is ready to see you now. Come with me."
And he like whistles, and all these people stand up from their tables. These ones like stand up from their table and just like raise their cups at him. You kind of see like through this grate like a couple more people over here are raising their cups. And he walks down and he goes into here. And you just see them start to slowly walk that way as Gisera like ushers you guys over. So you guys can do any RP that you want as they're ushering, but I'm gonna start moving these characters over.
I reach in my glass and just pull out like a little bug, and I flick it forward like behind the bar, and then I finish the drink, and I'll stand up and follow behind. Fisher boy.
As I get up and walk past Geode, I'm just gonna say, "It's nice to meet you. Stay grounded." Keep walking.
Nice to meet you, little one.
As I walk by him, if there's like an area of his like rocky skin that I can touch, I try and do that.
You're just
Does
trying
he
to
feel like
touch him?
rock? Yeah, I
Wow,
want to see if he
consent
actually
check.
feels like rock.
Sleight of
Touching his
hand.
arm, I'm not sliding my hand up. Oh, I'm not trying to hide it at all.
Okay.
You were asking about
I'm
his
just
crash earlier.
gonna walk by and just touch his arm. I want to see if he actually feels like rock, or if it's just like a look thing.
Roll a d20. S. You graze a little piece of it, and yes, it does feel like rock.
Cool.
Alright. So you get in, and there's a bunch of people sitting at this table. Like, you guys all find seats, or if you stand, it's up to you guys. And you see three women and I forgot one guy. And one male, and then another male comes in shortly afterwards. And up front you see a probably upper 30s, lower 40s male, slick black, gray hair, has like a blue shawl, and then the rest is decked out in black. And on his sleeve, there's just a chalk marked hand on the black of his elbow bicep. You guys have a problem. We have a problem. And this guy comes through and shuts the door. We're here to give you a solution.
Sorry, just quick question. Who are you all? I'm Octavia. This is Circos. We've got a brewer, we've got Sana, and that's Turkey.
I'm Rex Valdroth. That over there. Everyone introduce yourselves. And he points at this one right here, who's like this very tall, burly, long-haired man with a goatee. Name's Balthor. And then he points down to this younger female, Anna. Remembering your assignments. You're muted.
Sam on the phone.
No, he
No,
dragged
it's
the dog out a while ago.
7:36. We're just introducing ourselves, right?
Yep.
I'm Quinn.
What's up, Quinn?
And then, Jazera you already know. And he points down at this guy and he goes, I am Nightcrow. And then over to...
Sorry, is it D or Die?
whatever. Doesn't matter.
My name's D.
Is that like the letter? Just
The
the letter D?
Just the letter.
It's kind of cool. Is it like short for something?
It's short for D. D.I. is my full name, but I go by
Oh.
D. Just the letter.
I like that. It's a little
Oh,
spark of
edgy.
personality. Sorry, your friend over there, did he say his name was Night Crew?
Night
Night
Crow,
Crow.
as in the bird.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
He like
Like a
glares
code
at you.
name?
Do you always come into a room and disrespect people?
I mean, I need to know who I'm talking to. It's the polite thing to do.
Did you say his name was a code name?
Well, I asked if it was a
Usually, yeah.
code name.
Are you
Never-
sheltered? Now that answers my question.
Are you quite done talking yet?
Let's see, we have Rex,
You're disrespecting the captain.
Balthor, Quinn, Nightcrow, and D. I think we're all set.
Any other questions while we're at it?
Rex, what is this
You want me to
issue that you're
take
having?
notes? We need minutes.
Crab, what'd you say?
Rex, what is this issue that you are having?
I think first we should talk about the issue that you were having. You got a whole city looking for you. All of you at this point. I don't know if it was necessarily all of you to begin with, but traveling through the city the way you were, they picked you as a group.
Sana just takes another drink. She's pretty used to this.
Well, yes, that would appear to be the case. Well, what about our problem do you have that can help us?
Well, I don't know if you noticed this, but since you've been in this tavern, have you seen any soldiers?
No, it's been very pleasant, the lack of soldiers. Thank you for that.
Well, from what I heard, you guys weren't too slippery. So, they were aware of your presence, but they came into an area and they stopped. And that's because we own it. And I'm willing to grant that protection at a higher rate if you do jobs for me.
What kind of jobs?
Well, there's a lot of gangs in this city. There's one gang that's been bothering us a lot lately. And that's the Six Hands. We just so happen
I
to
know
know that you did a job for them prior. Got them a lot of money. We have a job that's similar to that liking. I'd prefer to hire someone I've seen do it.
Who would you say has done a job for them prior?
Well, I know that you weren't there, Flamingo, but this one, and he points at the fisherman, and that one, and And he points at the brewer. And I'm guessing that one. And he points at Sarah as you look different, but he's like notices you with that group. Pretty sure you were the ones that pegged that Purple Rocks boat. To me, adding someone like you, I mean, you don't look that conspicuous, but you can probably help in other ways.
You.
And that drunk one over there, who knows, but doesn't seem too interested. She's probably just gonna follow anyway.
And what exactly is it that you're looking for?
Well, the Church of Helm is nearby. It's in the South District. Ever since the time of Troubles, where they kind of Helm lost it, a lot of their church went disarray. They've been trying to make a name for themselves again. It's said that their ancient artifact, the Wall, is going to be in our very city, staying at their church, Helm's Hall, before being transported into their lock safe, as you will. I'd like to hire you guys to steal it. I'm gonna mute
sounds
every
fun.
freaking Discord channel.
I'm sorry, where'd you say it was? In what? In
Oh, you couldn't because everyone was laughing?
Something
Helm's
of
Hall.
Helm's Hall.
Helm's Hall.
What do I know about Helm?
Stop it.
History check.
Stop it. You're an idiot. Popping the stuff off the table.
You don't know much. I mean, you know he was a god.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like you would know he's not necessarily a good or an evil god. He's in between.
And what is this wall that you talk about? Is it a small item?
The shield. They say that you hold that shield, you're immune to any elemental damage that comes at you. It was held by a hero of theirs.
I believe this would be an easy enough item to locate.
Pretty confident, are you?
Relatively, you know the name of it. You're not just looking for properties of this item. It is a named item. It is known to this world. You'll be able to track this item down.
Well, I know where it is.
Well, exactly. We'll be able
But
to get it.
rumor has it they've hired some unknown company to help defend it as they bring it through town. So it's not like you're not walking right in and grabbing this artifact. It's one of their top, one of the 3 artifacts all they care about. So you acting like this is an easy snatch and grab. I don't know who you are, but it's not. But that heist of that Purple Rocks boat wasn't either. We had eyes on you. Jazera can be, it was one of those eyes, she knows.
Their,
And
their skills following me through the city did show a little bit of promise, I will give you that.
yeah, well,
What's the name of the unknown company that's guarding it?
I don't know. I don't have that intel. I just know that they've hired extra muscle, you could say. This is big for them. Them bringing artifacts into the city is gonna draw a crowd, get more people into the church. So they need to protect that. They know that. They know people would try to get it. That's a very powerful item.
So is it that you want the item, or you don't want them to have the item? Like, is this a religious
want it.
thing?
Do I look religious to you, sir?
I don't know. I thought this guy's name was Night Crew, and then it was Night Crow, and I thought it was like a code name. So clearly, my knowledge is limited in my understanding.
Micro glares harder. Now, we used to own a lot more of the city than we do. We used to own all of the docks. We used to own damn near half of the trade port. Some of the southern ward. We've lost it all.
Yeah, you lost the stuff to the Six Hands, right? It's a shame.
Yes, we lost the stuff to the 16s.
They aren't
That-
very strong. You can take it back. I was down there. So was he.
You think it's that easy? You know how many gangs are in this city?
Did you say how many gays? Gays.
Gangs.
Got it. Gays. I don't actually. How many are there?
Round 8. You don't think they make alliances? You think a small crew like that is the only reason why we lost that turf? We get this shield, we can sell it, we can use it. I'll decide at that point, but when I heard that that boat got stolen for them, they made all that cash, I knew I had to find out why. And I'm giving you my resources. You come under my wing. Make this tavern your home temporarily. And do this job for me. We go from there. But at that point, I'll make sure that as many soldiers are paid out to protect you while you're in this city.
Like the sound of that.
Where's this Helm's Hall?
South District to the east.
Oh, that's confusing.
Okay.
I can give you a map.
How
You get there.
we have the whole city on watch for us. How do you expect us to get there? Do you have safe passage similar to the passage we took earlier?
Like I said, as long as you're in the dock ward, you're gonna have pretty good clearance when you're under my wing. Before
Okay.
you weren't fully under my wing. I get soldiers
there-
in here all the time.
How quickly could we get to my ship?
How quickly can you get to your ship? Your ship,
It's right-
I'm gonna
right
tell
in the
you,
dock.
in all honesty, your ship's not an option right now.
Okay. Then, you said that the dock
They-
area is our best bet. Where should we head?
Well, you want to head to the south ward, is what he said.
Okay, sorry. I was being
Like-
Senna.
No, yeah, like when you guys are like, just a little backstory kind of stuff that your character wouldn't necessarily know this, but like, Circos has powerful people after him, and they seized that boat. So right now, you don't have that boat. It's seized by City Watch.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yep, she just asked if the boat is an available option, and it's not, so she's just gonna... this isn't very good role-playing, but she's just gonna keep listening to see what's going on. She doesn't really know these people that well.
Yeah, no one does really.
If the guards come across us, is there something we can tell them to make sure that they know that we're under your wing, or did you already send out word?
Well, you ain't leaving tonight. I'll be sending out word. It's late. Probably do the heist in 2 days. Till that time, I'll send word. Don't worry. As long as you're in the dock ward, you'll be able to go about freely, get things you need. If anyone gives you trouble, I'm sure, Jazera, you've seen that we have eyes everywhere. She leads our scouting troops, and we own this. We own the top of the docks. We will not lose this area. So
Good to know.
Most faith in you, Commander.
thank you.
Well, fuck yeah, what are we still doing hanging around here then?
Well, you're gonna want to stay here the night. It's late.
Oh. Okay. Put us up, and I'm good. I have a place to sleep.
D, you had concerns before about them?
I guess they'll be acceptable for our quest. I'm just gonna roll my eyes and this
That
window
makes
and
sense.
stare out of it, grumpy.
I mean, 3 of you look like you can hold yourself. 2 of you seem a little loopy. Looks directly at Octavia. You don't look too battle hardened. How'd you end up in this crew?
I am not battle hardened, and that is how.
I can tell.
I'm very excited to have a quest, though. That is very cool.
I mean, you're robbing a church, so if you want to call it a quest, you can. You can.
Well, I mean, Dee said it was a quest.
Yeah.
Is that
quest
not
for
your
us.
idea of a fun time?
I think it's a very fun time.
Good.
Is Helm's Hall a large place? Are we going to have trouble finding the artifact once we're in? Or is it pretty small and we'll be able to identify it?
My scouts tell me that it's not in the temple itself, it's underneath it.
Okay.
How to get there? I can't tell you.
Better.
Shield under temple.
Gold
I turn
shield.
to Circos. Is that something that you'll be able to find, I assume?
Well, once we are in that area, I should be able to track it down. Shouldn't be no problem.
You know that one there with the eye patch is a loose end, right? I've heard nasty stories about what he does to people.
This one behind me, to my left, is. Are you speaking of him?
Yeah, the one who's dealing drugs everywhere. You're gonna trust him?
What does it matter if he deals drugs? If they take it, it doesn't pay no mind to that. If they want it, let them have it.
He drugged me.
Well, he used to
You sought it out, I'm sure.
make many sales to us when we owned those docks underneath. We didn't deal with him like the Six Hands do, so I mean, I'm impressed by him being a part of that crew that stole that boat, but look at him, he doesn't even talk much.
I'd have an easier time trusting him than the pretty girl down there with the fresh haircut.
You think I'm pretty?
I know you had your doubts about her, I still do too, but
I slide over closer to Sana. The hair worked. She thinks I'm pretty.
Oh. I suppose she'll be acceptable for the job. What's a little bit of collateral damage?
I would pay no mind to our friend over here with the eye patch. He is fine. He does not need to speak much. He can let his work do the speaking for him.
I can do the speaking for him too, so we are covered on the speaking.
We know you love to speak. It's fine.
I'd like to speak a little bit too much.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Rex, does your crew here have a name? I've noticed a white hand about.
With a black coat. Black coat crew.
Black coat crew.
Gang.
The
Gang,
coats
gang.
didn't give it away?
Black coat crew gang.
Yeah, no, it's black coat gang. In that moment, you do notice that like all the people that you've seen, like that were staring at you, were all wearing like a lot of black, and they all like. Now that you're looking around the table, you see like the chalk. It's not even like a full like symbol. It's like like someone put chalk on the outline of their hand and like put it onto their chalk on their hand and put it onto their jacket somewhere.
I touch my shoulder and use prestidigitation to put a hand on mine.
Think you're funny? Do the job, then you'll be hired.
Well, this way people know that we're with you. Makes it easy.
It's not
It's a
black.
badge of honor. It's not for just common folk to be wearing. It signifies your status as a member of the Bloodcoat gang. Remove it.
I was in character. I snorted very loud.
Balthor leans back in his chair and he goes, I love it when she gets angry.
It's quite a sight to see.
Yeah, she
She'll be taking my point at some point. Any other questions? Are you hired?
I turned to
No,
everyone.
Fuck you guys.
It is black coat. Bear with us.
Okay, no, it's fine. I'm just verifying.
Oh yeah,
It's
black
kind of coat.
It sounded like you said blood coat.
She did say blood coat. I lost
Okay.
myself.
No worries.
The bloody coats. I turned to the rest of the group, looking for their approval.
I have no problem doing this job. It is within town. It will get the guards off of us. It should be fine. We'll be able to track this down, no problem.
I agree. I turned to Octavia.
Do we have any other choice?
Not
If
really.
you have a choice. You can leave this establishment, walk outside, get brought into whatever mess you brought yourself.
Yes, you have plenty of choices. You could go grab a couple bottles from the brewer here and go off into some alley in this city and have fun with yourself. Or you can do the job.
I can have fun with myself anywhere.
Hey, that is true. We can all have fun with ourselves on our own time. But right now we are talking about doing this job.
Or not. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
We accept, Rex.
All right.
Wise
Well,
decision.
Quinn over here will give you all the documents we have. She'll give you a map, what the shield looks like, pathways, shops nearby. You guys do this job, I might have more for you, to be honest with you. From the heat I've seen, we keep a good eye on this district. Something that you guys did is stirring up this city, so as long as you stay here with me, I'll protect you as long as I can.
As long as you pay me, that's fine with me.
But you fail this job, you're on your own. I don't know what to tell you.
So,
We will,
You feel me? You're on your own. Let's do this.
Josh?
we will require 1/4 payment upfront.
1/4 payment? Now you're gonna talk?
We must buy supplies.
1/4 payment.
You want a quarter of the payment up front?
Yes.
We offer you safety. And you're gonna make demands of us? Would you prefer to go outside with the guards?
If we accomplish the job, you'll pay us the full amount, yes?
Yes.
Not
No.
only will you get paid, like I said, you'll be under our wing. But, I agree, you might need supplies.
Well, yeah,
Quinn.
no shit. We're not doing this for free.
I mean, it can be for free. I'm telling you, step out those doors, we don't protect you. They're waiting like sharks in the water, but I agree that you might need supplies. Quinn, give them 50 gold each.
You got it.
so out of curiosity, what happens when we leave the dock ward? Like once we
That's
go into
where-
the southern ward where the Elms Hall is.
Yes.
So, just side note,
Yep.
the Brewers had no money this whole time because they got robbed by the Six Hands. So he's just trying to get some pocket change. I can't believe they actually paid it.
I feel like such a dick now.
No, it's fine. I told you I want that character to be a dick. It's perfect.
I know.
And I do want I do think shopping beforehand will be smart. What did Octavia, go ahead and say what you said again? You're muted.
What happens once we leave the dock ward?
Well, that's when your stealth's gonna have to come in, because I can't protect you there. But I can tell you, and he says Quinn's gonna give you the map along with the money. Everyone can add 50 gold, and I'll put the map and resources, as well as the shield picture and resources. I can tell you though that temple isn't far into that southern ward. As soon as you leave the docks, it's right around there. So you're only gonna have to deal with guards, soldiers, city watch, and whatnot for a short amount of time. The dock ward's pretty big. We're on the west side of it. You're just gonna head east. You'll have protection all the way to the ward ends.
BRB.
Sounds great. Where are we staying for the night? Upstairs?
You got a room upstairs. Tavern's yours to enjoy. I think we got a bard tonight. Usually don't get them, but we got one tonight, so.
Oh, lovely. Another lovely bard filling the air with sweet serenades, I am sure.
This bard might be a little different from your taste. Most of the bards that step one foot in this place, turn tail, and walked right out.
Oh, this must be a very nasty bard for this crowd.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
you can't pick them all. This place done us good as we grew, so
We like them a little rough around the edges here.
maybe one day we'll show you our bigger hideout. I like my room here. I hope you like yours. Your room's gonna be up top. Edmund will give you the keys. I'll be in here for a little bit and go upstairs to my suite, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Well, thank
Meeting,
you.
meeting adjourned.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so the game's unpaused.
Sarkos is gonna make his way back to the bar.
Can we take another quick break? I have to use the bathroom.
So the rest of the night is just basically RPing with your characters as much as you want, and we can end whenever. So you're welcome to take a break. But story-wise, that's everything. I'll answer questions with any characters. You'll see other people in the bar that are in the gang and stuff that will talk. But story-wise, that's the one shot. So.
I was gonna say, as I walk out and look upon the crowd of the bard, are they all wearing black cloaks with that handprint?
So make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you see, basically with that perception check, that you see that this guy's wearing black. You don't see, like, so in this room I'll let you see, but you don't see, like, the handprint. But you see black, black, black. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
walk.
what's the history check for? Oh, he's
That was Octavia, I think. I'm just gonna walk by and go up to the bar right here next to this guy.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna
So-
sit down next to him.
Yeah, so he's like leaned forward and he just has his hands like this. And when you sit down, he looks over at you and he goes, "What do you want?"
I'm just coming to this bar to enjoy a fine drink.
You like it? You tried it yet?
Yeah, it wasn't the best I've had, but it was good. It was satisfactory.
Gets the job done.
That much it does. Barkeep, can I get another round, please?
Round, what are you buying for other people, or are you just getting one?
I'll buy my friend right here a round as well, and I'll slide forward 4 copper.
Well, look at you knowing the amounts. You got it, and he goes over and grabs 2 things and puts them in front of both of you. And he, like, looks at it briefly, looks at you, grabs it. Well, I'm guessing you're taking the job then, and drinks some.
Yes, that would appear to be the case. Are you a member of the Black Hand Gang, I assume? Black Coat Gang, rather?
He, like, pulls his, like, he has, like, almost like a trench coat that's, like, belted, He pulls it over, and you see the hand on the inside of the trench coat. Yep, I'm just a grunt.
You've been working for them for a long time?
2 years.
It's not a bad amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, this city, you're a part of the elite. You're a magic wielder. You're a civilian, or you're a gang member. I chose gang.
That makes sense. Do you know what happened between them and the Six Finger Gang? I can't remember the name of them. I think it's Six Finger.
6 hands.
Six Hands, sorry.
The 6 smelly fish finger gang.
They linked up with another gang that has a lot of sway up in the north.
And a
Got
lot
some
of
muscle. Bounced us out of that area. That was probably a year and a half ago. We
Do-
haven't been able to get it back. We kind of hard to get recruits these days.
Do you know the name of that gang that they teamed up with, or is it a mysterious entity?
Hold.
Sorry, what?
I said hold.
Oh, okay.
I can't get that information.
While you're doing that, Barry, I stood sort of in the doorway that we were all in, and a couple of the people walked past me. And as they did, I took out another piece of that small gray cloth paper, and tried to get a sample of some of the, you said black, like chalk or something on there on.
Yeah, which one did you try to do it on?
I don't know.
Was it in the conference room
Yeah.
thing? I'll say Nightcrow walked by you and had it like on like the back of his cloak, and you just roll sleight of hand.
Yeah. Oh shit. God damn it.
Yeah. God,
7.
Yeah.
Why am I getting messages about pegging? Because I'm annoyed by the pegging. Yes, you get some chalk. You get some of the chalk. Like very little. You barely like get it. But he kind of notices you, and he like scoffs.
Yeah, I just
Wait.
put it in the bucket.
Okay. He just scoffs because you like bumped into him, not because he notices the chalk. Travis. He looks at you and goes, "Yeah, the Arrowhawks up north.
Arrow what? Sorry.
Arrowhawks?
Arrowhawks.
Hawks.
Hawks,
A
okay.
bird.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they brought their muscle in, helped them, made a deal somewhere. There's a lot of that. We have meetings every now and then with all of the gangs. Maybe you'll come to one.
Maybe. I would find that meeting very fascinating. Well, thank you for that, and thank you for letting me drink with you tonight.
Yeah. Thanks for the beer.
Anytime.
And he's just drinking it. Alright. Circos, what are you doing?
So he'll look at Edmund, right? The bartender.
Yep.
He'll flag him
Esmond,
down.
but Edmund. I'm gonna change it to Edmund because I use Edmund all day.
Edmund. Okay. So he'll flag him down. Excuse me, barkeep. I will have another of these schwiel.
Yeah, you got it. 2 copper.
He passes him 2 copper. And so he'll take his, I'm guessing, what is it, a tankard or something like that, swill. And he'll just kind of walk away from the bar, and as he walks away from it, he'll wave his hand over the tankard.
on mutatus. And it will make it taste like a great glass of red wine.
You give me
Combustio.
shit for it, and now you're doing it for
What?
it. Nothing.
What?
I didn't say anything.
So let me see where people are here.
So he's just kind of wandering around the space now.
Yeah, so like you hear like the noises of a bard like over in this area start like they're tuning their guitar and stuff like that, or whatever instruments that they're preparing to play. Because this is all like graded area. Octavia, what are you doing over in that corner?
What? Kind of looking around the bar. Or the tavern? What do I see from here?
Like which way? Like you're looking this way, or you're looking over here?
I'm sort of sitting with my back to the table, so
So you're looking at the
Yeah.
Yep.
And into this section.
perception check. So you see basically a bunch of the members of the Black Hand Gang over here, like just with drinks talking to each other. And then over here you see some like ruffians, like they look like dangerous people over here. Can you see over here? Yeah. So you see like one of them over here. He's just like laughing. He has like his dagger out. Over here you see like two more people, like this guy like whispering to the other guy up here. One very like small compared to the other one, very tall and lanky. And the rest of the bar is filled with mostly just like drunks or like dirty like dock hands that are just like this dock hand's like to himself right now. And like there's still a pig roasting right here.
Can I explore upstairs?
You can, if you want to go upstairs, you can go upstairs, but it'll be on your next turn. Josh, where are you? Alright, you're right here. What are you doing?
I am. What would I be doing? Can I go back to my table?
Yep, it's open.
I have a set of tools, and I have a piece of crystal that I'm carving very meticulously with my little almost. Like you see that this is one of like 30, maybe 15 of this. It looks like a flower. That's it.
Okay. Crab.
Well, thank you for your company, but I'm gonna go see if anybody's up for a little bit of games tonight.
Oh, sounds good. I'll be up here.
And
I'll buy you a drink next time you're up.
well, that's very kind of you. And I'm gonna start heading towards this table down here.
Yep.
That beautiful Tarkin smile, really gets them.
Hello, my friends. May I join you?
Stankass up above the top goes, I don't see why not. So you took the job, huh?
I did, and I thought we'd consummate this relationship with a little friendly game, and I'm gonna pull out a little dagger and like flip in my hands of 5-finger fillet. Anybody in?
He just looks up. Absolutely.
And I'm gonna stick it into the table as I sit down.
So this is the first time you see the guy across from you. He has just like a full cloak over his head, kind of like Undertaker kind of looking, like how big he is and stuff like that.
Shit.
He's gonna look over to you, and he's just gonna put his hand out and just like push it against the table. And Zanecast will be like, "Well, he's in." I've been stabbed a couple times. I'll try it.
I'm gonna look up.
Sarkos, as he's wandering around, is going to make his way over.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Well, just he'll hover over. He's not going to stab him.
You gonna
He's
go like
walking,
here?
enjoying his wine. Yeah, like there. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody interested in making it a little bit more interesting? And I'm gonna pull out a gold piece and slide it into the middle of the table.
Hell yeah. Flicks a gold piece over. I'm gonna say everyone flicks a gold piece over. So the pot's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gold.
Sarkos flips in a gold piece as well.
6 gold.
I'm gonna look over to the silent man across from me. Please feel free to go first.
Sorry, there's a spider just like walking on my wall. Buying a house just means you just live with spiders. Alright, is there rules for it?
No, I just want to play
Alright,
Five
I'm
Finger
gonna
Flay,
say
so I just
is-
figure whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll just do highest dex. Yeah, just a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Alright, so this front guy is going to... So he's gonna be going around his fingers, and you're gonna see him, like, literally go through, like, half of his thumb at one point, and go across, and then he, like, holds the dagger up, and he looks at you and goes, huh. Like, he feels really confident about it, as his, like, thumb is just bleeding on the table.
Well played, sir.
And he's gonna drop it in front of D. Can you click on them
Finger
now,
or the
D?
knife?
His finger's still intact, it just got...
Can I click on me?
Yeah, D.
Yeah, I can click on her.
Just click dex and then saving throw.
Where is it again?
At the top, it says, like, initiative, strength, dex, con.
It doesn't for me. I don't know if it will for me. Oh,
What?
Oh,
I'm lying. It's at the top. I'm looking at the left.
I'll roll at URP it.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any of that.
But you're not gonna get cut, so just go ahead and...
I just take it and I go super fast. Like a pro. That's why I
Well
was
played.
excited when he brought up the idea of playing it.
That is a very quick hand.
Thank you. Free of cuts, too.
Zankus takes the dagger and he's just like staring directly at the big guy's like thumb as he's just like not even holding it with his like he's just like letting it bleed as he just like leans up forward and he's like just like you see like sweat coming from his like brow as he tries to so he does it but it's like really slow. He's just like careful to do it. And he just looks at D, he goes, well, no cuts, but definitely not as fast as yours.
Sorry, honey, I'm not all that impressed by those skills.
As the dagger gets passed along. So, the man up at the bar over there was telling me that the Six Hand Gangs has been encroaching on your guys' area. Any trouble in the dock ward with them?
Below the dock ward, to be precise.
Well, I
They
wasn't...
don't have the muscle anymore to get up here.
Ah, okay. So, the Arrowhawks are no longer in the picture?
They are in the picture if we tried to push down. But the heist that you guys did might give us the sway to get them on our side.
Oh. Well, glad to hear that we could be of service.
The politics, the politics, the politics.
Oh yeah, it's
More than you would think.
always the politics.
Jazera, it's your turn. You can just RP it. You cut yourself. RP it.
Jazera picks it up, and she tries to do what D does, because D's such an inspiration for her. does it really fast, but then she snips herself right on the middle finger. Oh no! This is my useful finger! She passes it back to Tarkin.
Ah, thank you.
I will give you advantage.
Okay. That's good because I feel a lot of bad juju with the number of 20s I've rolled tonight. Dex save, right?
Yeah. To beat an
Oh,
18.
shit. I didn't mean to... It's okay, I'll just roll a second.
So you are able, you can RP this. However, you do not cut yourself, but you are not as fast as D.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna be like, bup, 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 and then I'm gonna slam it down in the table. I'm gonna look up at D. The pot is yours.
Thank you, little sir. I'll spend it wisely.
Wow, D's 6 gold richer.
I'm sure you will. That minus the gold from my inventory, actually. I need to make sure.
Alright, let's go see what the fuck Octavia's up to. Alright, what are you doing, Octavia?
This area is looking down onto like the bar below.
Yeah, I once had like
Yeah.
thing that showed people, and somehow it got deleted. I don't know how. So.
Yep. Is the brewer still down here back at his table? I'm going to come over to here and watch him from above.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Perception check. Get that in a second.
13.
Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me.
Boy.
Duh, bears.
Alright. It's not perfect, but I did it quick. You can see them now, right?
Yeah.
13. The 13. Brewer, what are you doing right now?
I'm working on my. I'm working on one of the last few petals of my lotus.
You're making like a. You said it was like a flower-like thing, right?
It looks, yeah. That's the best description. It's not. It's not intentional.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best
So, like,
description for the petal.
So that description is basically what you're seeing, Octavia. Like, to you, it looks like he's making what looks to be like a flower, but you don't really understand it more than that from where you are. And you see him, like, just extremely focused and, like way more than you see him with anything else. He's just, like moving at a pace that you are not used to, like, watching him move at, like, normally, because he's so unfocused with the group.
Does the flower look like it's gem-like in nature?
If you can see it, it's the picture in campaign resources, and it's about the size of the palm of my hand. So these flowers are these lotus petals are small.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna check out the upper floor.
Okay. Where are you going? Where are you? Oh, okay, you're over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come over
Oh,
to
God.
the other side, you see a bunch of like more like larger rooms. This is locked. What are you doing?
I'll kind of go to each of the doors on this floor and give like just a soft knock, and if there's no answer, I'll try and open the door.
There's no answer on either door. Try to open
Basically
them.
every door on this floor.
Alright, well, these are all locked, all three of them.
And then we can come back to the other rooms.
Yep, so So you would go to all these rooms, and they're all locked up. The only room that's not locked up is this one up here, which you would open up, and you'd see like stuff skewed about. But most of it's just like sailor clothes and stuff like that. You can tell like it's just regulars rooms.
Okay.
If you went over to this side, this one would be locked, and this one would be open, and you would see Sana asleep in her bed.
Okay. I go give her a little kiss on the forehead, and then I go back upstairs.
Consent is important.
And now that she is asleep, I'm going to clean my hair and get her cheek done.
Okay. So you do that as you're like walking down. I'm guessing you're using your spell, right?
Yeah.
To clean it. Yeah. So it like unravels. It's still tied up in the back a little bit, so you're gonna have to like untie that. But like the cheese all comes out with your spell. You walk down. Circos or Josh, what do you guys know?
Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just working on it.
Circos, anything?
Won the 5-finger fillet.
D. Travis came second.
Wow.
Wasn't fast enough.
It was super funny because Matt kept on asking about those cards, and I was like, there's gonna be plenty of times to play like cards later.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mag.
Nothing for now. I mean, he'll walk away from the game. And just kind of he'll go sit at one of these chairs by the
Yeah.
Okay. Trav.
Oh, sorry, I had something in my brain, but I was too busy trying to get Dean to fist bump me, and he fist bumped me. God, why can't I remember it? It's okay. I'm gonna just sit at the table with these fine... Oh, yeah, I remember it, actually, sorry. So, has anybody else made an attempt for this shield, or has it just gotten into town?
It just got into town, but we didn't feel like we had what we needed to make an attempt on it yet. We would have maybe made an attempt if we did not hear about you from Jazera and her scouts, about how you guys robbed that ship, that Purple Rock ship. Those come quite a bit and no one tries. The fact that you guys did it and got away was impressive to the boss.
Well, thank you. That's very flattering. Do you know of any other gangs that have made an attempt on it at all?
I mean, most gangs to the east would, like the Basilisk boys, the Caravan boys to the south, the Fire Kings. I mean, everyone's kind of tried, but they're usually pretty well guarded, so...
So needless to say, they will be on watch for us.
The gangs?
No, the Church of Helm.
Oh, robbing the church? No, I thought you were talking about the boat.
Oh, no, not the boat. The wall, the shield.
The shield's not usually here. The fact that the shield is in the city is a big thing.
Oh.
I believe they're bringing it here mostly to stir up the crowd because that church has not been doing well, and at least in the Storm Coast lately since the time of Troubles. They're not getting the same priests to come in. They're not getting the same people to believe in Helm. So I think it's sort of a political move for them to bring it, and then wherever they're gonna lock it up, they'll lock it up. But they're gonna tout it around town for as much as they can, get new followers.
Okay.
So I don't know. There could be other gangs. I don't know. We don't know.
Alright, well that's good to know. So they'll be on guard, but we don't necessarily know what the other gangs are doing.
Yeah, and they've apparently hired muscle, third-party muscle, that won't be necessarily the church itself, so we don't know what that is either. That's all stuff that you guys will have to figure out.
Well, this information has been very useful, so thank you. I'm gonna turn into the night, but next round's on me, and I'm gonna slide 8 copper forward.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem at all.
You, like, leave the table, you see, like, 2 guards, like, walk in. And they, like, literally do not look at you as they walk forward. And go to the bar.
As I get up from the table, I'm just gonna head towards Circos, as you just saying, at this fire.
Yep, just sitting there. What, from that distance, could I have overheard anything?
From them? Like, talking?
Yeah, talking at the table. I don't know.
Just make a
how the bar
perception.
is.
It's not super
Ba-
loud, like other ones.
Bits and pieces.
With 11, I'll let you hear a good amount of it.
He kind of looks up at Tarkin. So, I heard you were discussing the job with those blackcoats over there. Did you learn anything new?
Nothing new. Still an unknown group that was hired by the church. And we don't necessarily know what the other gangs are going to do about this, if they're even going to try to get involved. So, we're kind of going in the dark here, but at least we know where the item is, so we got that going for us.
In this church we are going to approach is in the southern ward, correct?
Yeah, we should be able to get there decently. I can't remember if I heard when you mentioned that it was barely in the southern ward. Was that something out of...
You would.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys also have a map. I'm gonna put it now.
Okay. Yeah, it's in the southern ward, and it sounds like the dock ward is very secure for this gang, so we should be able to make it mostly there, and we'll just have to do a little bit of sneaking once we reach the southern ward, but it's not too deep.
I don't think we will have much of a problem. It should be pretty straightforward when we get there. We just need to make sure we have discretion from all of our party members. Make sure we are careful with our planning and our execution.
Oh, I agree. Maybe the brewer over there, and I'm gonna look towards Josh's character, can hook up Sarah with something to kind of get her to stop rambling just a little bit. She gives out a little bit too much more information than I'm comfortable with.
I think maybe it would be best to tranquilize her. Perhaps the tiefling as well. She is a little off the handle sometimes.
I agree. Well, I'm gonna turn in for the night.
Well, my friend, I hope you rest well.
I think I will. Good night. And I'm gonna start heading for the stairs.
Okay. As you do, you pass Octavia walking down.
Yes.
Good night,
You guys
Sarah.
make- Beautiful.
I think our rooms are up the stairs, first hallway on the left, first room on the left. At least that's where Sana fell asleep.
Oh, teleportation.
Octavia, what are you doing?
I am going to go over to Night Crow at the bar Excuse me, Mr. Nitro, sir. I just wanted to apologize if I offended you earlier. Kind of new to people, and I wasn't. It seemed like a code name. Everyone here with the black cloaks and being mysterious. It seemed like a kind of code name. So, I'm sorry. And she'll just kind of start to walk away.
You walked away before I said anything, so?
Well, I was
You don't
walking
hear
slow.
anything?
I was walking slowly, and you didn't say anything, so she
You
started to
you
run.
literally ran off. You were like, Anna, I'll take off.
I was going slow.
Have you never met a tribe before?
Like a tribe of people, or are you saying you are a tribe? Because I
Take
meant
everything so literal.
I mean, yeah, probably.
I am named for my tribe. My tribe is gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I keep the name.
Well, it's a very nice name. You want to talk about them?
Do you want to talk how you messed up my name twice?
I messed it up once, right?
Twice. You calling me a liar?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Listen here. You're in over your head.
Yes.
I get it. Keep your head up. Be aware of your surroundings. And stick with the people that will keep you safe.
Hopefully, I will find it.
And he just turns back and looks forward at the bar and continues his drink.
Yeah. Octavia will go up to bed.
Thurkos.
Him and the brewer left.
The brewer's just gonna be working on his thing because Josh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and force any RP with him right now. So
Steal his
Circos
skills.
there's a little bit of drink left in the bottom of his cup, and he'll just kind of toss it into the flames, the swill, and set his glass up on the edge of the fire, and he'll make his way up to bed.
The wee hours of the night. I'm guessing. Yeah, you're in here. Yeah. Pick the best bed. You want to be next to Octavia. You're gonna be in the bed with Octavia. Late hours of the night, Brewer finishes his working on his creation and goes to bed.
Wow, I would expect the brewer to just stay up all night with his fucking flasks and everything going all fucking night, just keeping everybody up.
Yeah,
Josh
that's
can
it.
correct us.
Yeah,
I just want to say,
that's all I got.
disappointed in all of you for not listening to the bard because I had a great song.
I didn't even think of the bar.
This is the group that does not do anything as a group.
I literally was sitting here trying to Google a good song, and I found.
So when I was down there, and
I was gonna sing it.
I did not see a bard set up in the bar.
It was to the right.
Oh, I'm
Right here,
sorry.
baby.
I said it.
My bad.
It's funny because I was originally going to go down there to play Five Finger Fillet, but I saw a bigger group to the south of me, so I just went there instead.
Wow.
Sorry, Hannah. You can sing it now if you want. I'd love to hear it.
Sing
She
it.
can
No.
lull us to sleep.
Nope. I'm only gonna sing it to Amanda. That's it.
Oh, you'll get to be a bard another time.
It's okay. I already have a bard friend. Thank you. His name's Monty.
I know. Was that stone Gensai the one that Monty saw?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it could've been.
He's like, he was showing me, and he's
I
like,
don't-
I made a Gensai, and I was like, thank you. There's more Gensai. Look at that.
Just reminded me that Monty saw a stone one.
It's actually called a Genasi, but Gensai is what everyone's been calling it, so it's called a Gensai.
It can be whatever. We're all gonna mess up on words.
Blood coats, blocks,
Blood
coats,
coats.
whatever you called it, Barry.
Yeah, something like that.
I need to buy a notebook. I'm trying to write this shit over here in
No, it's great.
Foundry. Everyone's gonna read my notes.
We have a Google Doc, and all three of us were typing at it, like in it, and highlighting things at the same time, and it was absolute chaos. My favorite is when Barry put, "Where are my teleports?" LOL in caps.
They're just all gone. I was like, where the fuck all go?
My favorite is having to make Barry pause for a moment because I know that I'm asking the right shit. when he's gotta go find shit.
I had to find those fucking. We didn't write down all the games, which I didn't think of.
But in Waterdeep, it's weird because when I first looked at gangs, it only gave me two. It gave me the six hands and it gave me the black coats. But then I found that one thing looking for descriptions of them, and it had all those other gangs. I'm like, what the fuck were those when I was looking for this shit?
Yeah, that was all.
The blood coat gang crew.
Bloodcoat Gang Crew.
Trav, make sure you watch that video I sent of the new knife game song, please.
It
Hanging
was very
101.
catchy.
It was very
I'll
catchy,
watch
and
it.
also very nerve-wracking.
Alright, I'm gonna end the old streamer-rooney right here.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.